Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. This is one of our 2 Patreon Greyhawk campaigns that we run here every Wednesday night. You'll find everyone on the screen here is one of our Patreons. Shout out to all of our Patreons. Without your support, all of the one-shots, 2-shots, marathons, all the things that we do here on this channel would not be possible. If you want to see what you can get for being a Patreon, you can check out that link right there. Why is my microphone so loud? Okay. We also have a YouTube. Hello to everyone watching this from YouTube. Hope you're having a great day.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube. You'll find all of the episodes to our various campaigns over there as well. If you want to interact with the game, there are a few ways that you can do so. Sorry, my mic is like peaking. Does that help? I don't know. If you want to interact with this game, there's a couple of ways you can do so. You can redeem a channel point for free to grant a blessing, which is an advantage die to the player of your choice for a pocket reroll, including me. Or you can add an element of fate to the narrative. Every $10 guarantees a draw from the deck of many things to the players of your choice. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Please tell me who you are, where we can find you, and tell me about your character. And we'll start off with Lavelli.
Hi, I'm Lavelli. I'm also Vertigo Cross on twitch.tv. Mostly just play random games with random friends like Stella. And Lavelli is an Arakakra ex-pirate monk who goes around punching things and helping people.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Next we have Zombie.
Hello, I'm Jacob. I'm Zombie MZ. I'm one of the 3 names that call me. I am the lore keeper and Captain Z of the Good Ship Clip. I probably do too many clips, so of your own discretion. I play Chester Cunningham, who is a wild magic sorcerer of sorts, mage hand to the circus, and while he's out investigating, he's going to kind of learn some new magic tricks, maybe bring more fun to the circus, considering he was crowned something, and I don't remember exactly what it was. The
Witchlight Monarch?
The Monarch, there we go, the Monarch.
Monarch.
Thank you, Monarch, I appreciate it.
Witchlight Monarch.
Thank you very much.
Was it the Witchlight Monarch, though?
It is actually, that's great.
Yeah, Witchlight?
Something like that, it's around those phrases.
The 9 p.m. Witchlight Monarch?
Yes, you can find me on Twitter. Wrong, get out of that voice. You can find me on Twitter at ZombieFighter89. You can find me Mondays at 10 p.m. Eastern for the I almost said 8, but I caught myself. But I give me that much credit. On YouTube, I can go into more of that later on with Mr. Matthew over there, where he and I are co-hosts for that show with our friend Kayla.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Next, we have B Street Holmes.
Hey guys, I am B Street Holmes or Matthew, whichever you prefer. And as Jacob said, on Monday nights, 10 p.m., I do a YouTube thing called Nights of Nerdvana. We talk about video games, comic books, science and tech news, all things nerdy. Come check us out. And for tonight's show, however, I am Kayla Gilvari, out on adventures to claim my destiny, wealth, fame, and fortune.
Thank you so much. Next, we have Empanada.
Hello, I'm Empanada Nada Nada Nada. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada. I couldn't fit all the other letters.
Nada.
Yeah. On Twitch, I run various TTRPG games. On Twitter, I shitpost and troll my friends. I'm also writing a TTRPG called All the Witches. You can follow that on twitter.com/allthewitches_. And I play Arifus, also known as Brightmite, and he is a farmer / barbarian and very confused about why he's here.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Next, we have Maddie Matihi.
Hello, Matihi, or Piper or Peppa. There's lots of names, but you can find me on my Twitter at Maddie Matihi. You can also find me occasionally on my Twitch at Matihi, which I'm going to be doing more streaming and such coming up. I'll also, at the very end of the show, I'll be talking about all the different places that I am in June because Happy Pride. I'm going to be in a lot of different places, doing a lot of different charity streams, and excitingly also in Homies Helping Homies later on, which I'm super hyped about on D'Angelo's channel. But yeah, I am playing Ricaria, who's a tiefling druid who has a little snack friend named Sir Lancelot. Alternate name is Candy, of course, she, they pronouns. And I'm just mostly happy to be here, more or less.
Excellent. Thank you so much. We're going to start off strong. Thank you so much, Godfather Wraith, for the draw for Chester. In case you forgot, this is a very easy game to play. All you have to do is tell me when to stop.
Everyone give Zombie more cards.
No, you don't have to do that at all. That's quite fine. Stop, please.
Are you sure?
Ooh, that's a bad one, Zombie.
When did we ever get to reach you a draw?
You can't.
Okay.
The most terrifying thing any.
But
game
if you're
has.
ever
Are
asked,
you sure?
if you're ever asked to redraw, always say yes. It improves your odds.
I will
That's
remember
not
that.
how that works.
It's the game show law.
But what if Zombie drew the
we
best
don't-
possible card?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
but
don't
now
have
there's less
time for me
odds
to
that the
do-
best
Wait,
possible cards still.
if I
in.
We
did draw
don't
the
have
best
time
card.
for me to do an entire math lecture on the Monty Hall problem and explain why you're wrong, V, but you're wrong.
But I'm technically right.
No,
All right.
You're not, though.
Just to recap what happened last time, essentially, you were given advice that Pavlorna might be able to help you. Perhaps you might even be able to strike a bargain with Pavlorna in order to get what you seek. So we open up right back where we ended last time. In Pavlorna's home. Yeah, it is technically a type of soup.
Mm-hmm.
Just a bit gelatinous.
Jello and shape.
I'm going to need everyone to please select your tokens and roll for initiative.
Oh, that's right. I was.
Is everyone ready to
Not ready.
fight the gelatinous soup?
Good soup.
Good soup.
I don't think it's good. I think if your soup is gelatinous, it
As
doesn't
soup.
qualify as good.
I don't know. Just thick soup.
Wow, that is really aggressive music.
I mean, this is an aggressive enemy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a square, but it eats.
True.
Shapes are the most aggressive.
So this is not a gelatinous cube, it's a gelatinous cylinder, which I don't know if it's better or not. But essentially what you see here is, I believe what had happened was you had approached this well that made this water quite stagnant, and there's an acidic quality to the water that was pooled here. You're essentially inside a well, or like kind of like an indoor pool, and the water is being siphoned from the lake outside into this stone well here by a tube, which seems to be clogged with something. All around you, those that are in the basin here, you see that the walls go up about 10 feet. So, Kalik, you are looking down from a catwalk to the others who are about ankle high in this water. And come slurping out of the well here is this large cylinder, gelatinous in shape and make. Lavelli, you go first.
Okay. I get out of the goop. I fly into the air.
Okay, how far up would you like to fly?
Like 10 feet.
Okay, so you'll be about level with Kalik.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's going to offer a hand to the other two. We're currently totem polling to try and get to the mirror.
That's
If I
right.
remember right.
I think so.
Cheerlead stacking. With Rick on the bottom.
Okay, so Chester and Ricaria. Lavelli is reaching out her hands. She has wings and hands. They are separate.
She's not a harpy.
separate.
Yep.
They're separate.
Rick's like
We learned
lifting
this.
up Chester, like, go, 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 go!
All right. And then he goes.
Okay, I'm gonna need athletics checks from both of you.
Both of who?
I'm assuming you're kind of handing Chester to Lavelli? Okay, yeah. Chester and Lavelli, strength checks.
Strength or athletics?
Athletics, yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute.
I was like, I already
Athletics.
rolled.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
15 from Lavelli and a 19 from Chester. Absolutely. Okay, Chester, you are 5 feet off of the ground here, and you're basically grappled by Lavelli. Lavelli, your hands are full. What do you want to do next? That will cost your action.
I want to bring him over here.
Okay.
Back up.
All right. You do so. You basically have an action left. I'm going to say all your movement is gone now. Sorry, bonus action.
Bonus action. You can dash with a bonus action, can't you?
Yes.
All right, so then I'm gonna dash my way back down here to help.
Okay, sounds good. Do you want to be closer into the water or still maintain like 10 feet up?
I'm gonna be right beside Rick.
Okay. Excellent. It is now the gelatinous cylinder's turn. You see as it comes warbling out of this, almost like a mold here, this hewn stone that's been put together in a circular shape. It comes warbling out and it goes, and it slaps Lavelli. Or tries to.
I don't know. You tend to roll really high.
It rolled a 7.
Okay.
It misses. So you're able to dodge out of the way of this thing, and then it's going to roll onto you.
Oh.
It has the ability to engulf. So once it engulfs, you both must make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw. If you succeed, you will be pushed out of the cube 5 feet to the side. On a fail, you will take acid damage, and you will begin to drown inside of the cube.
Oh, I just rolled dexterity. Hold on. Well, I mean, I still passed.
Of course, that's an 11.
Okay.
I had less of a chance to succeed that, but I still passed.
Yes. Okay. Lavelli passes, so you basically get shunted out as you make your way out. Ricaria, you take 7 acid damage as you begin to suffocate inside the interior of the cylinder. So you cannot breathe. You are restrained. And you will start to take acid damage for each of the cube's turns that you remain within it. You can try to escape on your turn by taking action for a DC 12 strength check. Or someone can try to help you.
Oh no.
This is more like passive damage, right? It's not like an attack it's doing.
Yeah, basically, the acidic quality of this creature is digesting Ricaria, little by little. Kalik, it is your turn.
I am going to... So, Kalik is concerned because his best friend is in there, but he's also a little excited because his parents prepared him for this. So, hanging off of his bags this whole time, he's got 2 pouches, and he grabs one of them, and he kind of whips it around to get some momentum and tosses it into the gelatinous cylinder. This bag is filled with bars of soap, and they don't react kindly to acid.
Okay. So what kind of bag is the soap in?
So in the handbook, there's just quote a sack. So I assume it's like burlap, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. So as you lob it, actually roll me a ranged attack here.
I'll use my dagger. It's a +6 pretty much no matter what I do.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, 16 will hit. The armor class of the cylinder is 6. So you slam.
It's not hard to hit.
It's not hard to hit. It is very large and very, very slow. So you see this sack slap into the side of the cylinder, and it looks as if it would probably like fall down because it doesn't necessarily go into it, but the surface area of the cylinder just sort of slurps it and begins to pull it into its mass. And you see that the sack begins to slowly melt away. Perhaps an effect might take place once the sack has dissolved. So that's going to count as an action.
And I'm gonna. I think I can leap down and make it to here, so I can assist with trying to pull Ricaria out.
Okay. I would say that the help action usually takes an action to do, so you'll have to do it on your next turn. But you do have a bonus action left.
I don't think I have any bonus actions to do at this moment.
Okay.
Dash around it.
Okay.
Now let's just do a full circle, just once, for the fun of it.
Victory
Yeah,
lap.
you just see Kalik just whoosh, 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 and then ends up perfectly back in the same spot. Airfist, it is your turn.
Okay.
You are in a different room.
Yeah. While they were investigating that, Arfus came in here to investigate this dresser thing, because I think somebody walked away from it and didn't actually look at it much. But I imagine I can hear everything happening in the other room, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I think Arfus is gonna poke his head out, look around, and be really weirded out from everything. All right. As my action, Arfus is looking around. I just got a new ability called Magic Awareness. And as an action, I can open my awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of my next turn, I know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet, and I'll know what school of magic it belongs to.
Okay, very cool.
But basically, I think Arfus is looking around for something to help or some sort of clue as to what this creature is or whatever, and doesn't intentionally set this ability off, but suddenly their senses just broaden and they can sense the magic around them.
Okay. That isn't behind total cover.
Eat the hat muncher into it.
Yeah, you definitely sense this little guy who's hanging from the ceiling, who has taken Chester's hat, I believe.
Yeah, one of Chester's many hats.
Yes, this creature here
Chester's
in the very
favorite hat.
middle definitely lights up. Other than that, I don't think anything else really grabs your attention in this room.
Okay.
I got a bag of magical beans.
What am I supposed to do? And Arfus is kind of like steps up again closer to the edge of the water and has his sword out, but he's a bit confused about all of this, and that's my turn.
Okay, very good. Chester, it is your turn.
Let's see. Trying to look at what I could do to this cube. If I were to do like Chaos Bolt, would it also affect anyone around it as well? Like if I shot it off to the cube, would it also hit Ricaria?
No, I'm pretty sure that it would just be the cube.
Okay. Then I probably will just Chaos Bolt it.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow, that is a nat 20. All
Look
right,
at all that chaos.
maximum
All the
chaos.
chaos.
Oh,
the
is there
world.
chaos? Like chaos roll?
He's a zombie.
That is no, my chaos roll will be if I hit the same number twice.
Zombie. What was it you decided you were going to do for wild magic?
If
I roll
two rolls are the same.
Yeah, so if I
Okay,
would have
so
done a
you
double,
double.
if I would have done a double 12, that would have been my wild magic.
Okay, so go ahead and click on the word Chaos Bolt in chat to see how much damage you do. All right, you rolled a 5 and an 8,
Random.
and then a 2 and a 4. So those are all different numbers.
Hold on, let me do this. Oop. That way I know what I'm looking
So
at.
5, 8, 2, and 4. Cold, force, lightning, or thunder. You get to choose the damage type.
Thunder.
I think I want to go lightning.
Okay. So tell me what this looks like as you do a massive amount of damage here. That is 23 damage here.
Chester will kind of like look over at it, and he'll like kind of grab his like, I guess marching band style staff or whatever he had from like the circus that had that like gray D20 in it. And he'll kind of focus because that's where he gets most of his magic, and he'll just point at it, and he'll go, "Let the light flow through you," and just shoots it right off. And you just see this giant like lightning bolt go in, and it kind of goes into it, and it'll kind of go into it, and then as the lightning kind of goes off, it goes off inside of the actual key. So it lights it up.
I like it.
I can't talk.
Do I have... Oh, I don't think I have lightning. Damn.
Oh.
What does this look like?
Pachoo, pachoo.
Do you...
Kind of like lightning, but fire.
Yeah. Okay, great. So Ricaria, you definitely feel like a little bit of an energetic pulse like warble through and around you, but it doesn't hurt you. You're absolutely insulated by gelatinous mass. Fortunately.
Is Rick tingly now?
Yeah, they think, oh, it's a good thing I'm grounded. And Ricaria is going to attempt to like, because they can't cast any of their spells. They're all verbal. And being kind of restrained and not being able to get out, like, she just tries to rip through this thing, just trying to tear herself out of this jello.
Okay. So it'll cost you an action to do a DC 12 strength check, please.
Okay. My strength isn't great, but let's see. It's an 11 again!
You do have a nat 20.
I do. I'm gonna save it. I
Okay.
think Ricaria tries to pull herself out, but like she just gets like sucked deeper into it. It's like, no.
Just like, whoom,
Yeah.
whoom,
It's
whoom.
like very still, like just trying to move and like making little waves, but otherwise very stiff. That's their
Okay.
turn.
Very good. Lavelli, it's your turn.
All right, Lavelli is going to call out, Kalik, what type of attack should I be using?
What kind of roll should I do to know resistances or weaknesses for a gelatinous cube?
Yeah, this would totally make sense. This is a standard kind of monster. Your parents, as famous adventurers, would have definitely fought at least one of them. Please roll me either an Arcana check or a History check. You'll get different information depending on which one.
I'll do history.
Okay. 15. With a 15, you know that gelatinous cubes, gelatinous cylinders, they don't necessarily have any kind of like weakness to particular weapons. You do know that they have blind sight. So they don't rely necessarily on conventional means of perception. They're able to sense things around them.
Should be fine to damage it with anything other than, more acid.
All right, then Lavelli is going to slash at it with her talons.
Okay, very good. Armor class is 6. 14's a hit.
6.
6.
And then how many multiple hits do I remember? It's been a long time.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You're level 4, so you probably only get one attack. You do have, as a monk, the ability to use your bonus action for, like, your other hand. Your
Yeah, there's
offhand.
the bonus
Other
action, and then there was a
ones.
key one.
The key one... Sorry, I've literally never played a monk before.
I just gotta remember what it was.
I will look you up. Internet is so awesome, you can click the
When you
button.
use the attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action. And then I know I can do one extra with key. Okay. But I have to hit for the first one.
Okay.
Or the damage. There we go.
Yeah. Okay. 24 is a hit. All right. Another
for that
8
one.
damage.
And then I'll spend a key to do one more hit.
So the key, you can activate. It's called Flurry of Blows. After you make the attack action, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Okay. That's what I would have done.
Yeah. So go ahead and do it one more time. Okay. 13's a hit. 6.
So 6, 12, 20.
Very good. Tell me what this looks like as you're like ripping at it. You see chunks of gelatinous mass just
So I think Lavelli is more like trying to claw her way towards Ricaria. Just trying to like take out chunks.
I love it. Okay, it is the gelatinous cylinder's turn. Oh, I roll 66 acid damage. 25.
It's okay, I'm a tank.
Ricaria, you take 25 acid damage. You see that whatever the consistency of this viscous fluid within it, whatever it is made out of, it just eats away at you. You feel your skin burning and it's just completely dissolving you little by little. We also see that bag that Kalik had thrown into it. By now, the material of the sack has completely melted away, and you see that the cylinder begins to buckle on itself as some kind of chemical reaction takes place. What exactly happens? Well, I'll tell you. D2. Okay. As the gelatinous cylinder tries to reach out to you, Lavelli, to slap you, it rolls a 12. I'm going to give it disadvantage because it is effectively poisoned by the acid here. So you see that the gelatinous cylinder is moving to try to hit you, Lavelli, but it misses terribly, disoriented by some means, perhaps not known to you. And that's going to be its turn. Kalik, it is your turn now.
I'm gonna do a little trick. Oh no, darn it, it's an action. I need my action to be helpful. Okay. I think Kalik's gonna pull out his crowbar and extend it into the gelatinous cube towards Ricaria, hoping that she can grab a hold and give her that help action.
Okay. Did you want to do anything with your bonus?
Nope.
Okay. So Kalik is going to help you, Ricaria, with your escape, so you get advantage on your turn. Arifis, it is your turn.
All right. As Arifis is watching all of this, I think seeing their eyes kind of settle on Ricaria in the fluid, and although it's jello-like, looking into it, it seems almost liquid at times, and seeing Ricaria in there triggers something in Arifis. Suddenly, seeing Ricaria floating inside of this creature, he gets a brief image of a little human girl stuck in water and drowning. He doesn't remember what was going on, but he feels a certain connection to this girl. It all seems so confusing and weird. He starts to get a headache, and then he rages. And when I rage now, I wild surge. So I get a random effect. So let's roll to see what it is. A 3. Okay. All right. So I start getting a headache, and then suddenly appearing around me, an intangible spirit, which looks like a flump or a pixie, your choice, we'll say a pixie, appears within 5 feet of one creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you. At the end of the current turn, the spirit explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage. Until your rage ends, you can use this effect again, summoning another spirit on each of your turns as a bonus action. So I'll just... It's a huge wall of text, but it's number 3. So a little spirit, we'll say, starts hovering around the I cannot remember what it's called, the monster thingy.
Gelatinous cylinder.
Yeah. And so it starts floating around that. Arthas is just kind of clutching his head, having a headache, and then that will... Yeah?
Yes.
That'll be his turn.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just say that it's going to position in a place where it's going to do minimal amount of damage to the party.
Appreciate that.
However, I think the way that this is phrased, it will hit Ricaria. Because it says each creature within 5 feet. Well, no, we can just do like, put it like here or something.
Yeah.
So it'll just be the cube.
The cube needs to make a dex saving throw at the end of my turn.
Okay. Is it the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay. It rolls a 9.
Okay, that is a failure. So it's going to take 1d6 force damage, 4 points of force damage.
Very good. What color does this explode into? What does it look like?
It's just like an explosion of light almost. It's kind of like whites and greens, and it's kind of like a almost mini firework. And it just explodes and creates like a little dent in the gelatinous cylinder.
I love it. Fantastic.
That's only your bonus action there. Because Rage is only a bonus.
Yes.
Are you just going to chill there?
This is just a role play decision.
Gotcha.
Arthas is having a hard time.
Understandable. All right, Chester, it is your turn.
There we go. Let's see. So when I hit the lightning last time, did I notice that there was damage done to it?
Oh yeah, you blew a massive chunk out of this thing.
That's what I thought. Okay. I as a player was unsure if the lightning was one of the things it was not, so okay. So Chester's like, all right, he sees that Ricaria's in there. He's very hesitant because he doesn't want to do that again, thinking it'll hurt Ricaria. So,
just to let you know, above game, if you wanted to know, like, mechanically, I'm always going to try to figure out ways to make it work the way you intend it to, right? So, for example, positioning the pixie in a way that it won't get Ricaria, because I'll try to help you work it out a way where it doesn't have friendly fire. So you don't have to worry about that above game, but in character, like if you think Chester's like worried about that, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, Chester would be a bit worried, I think, regardless, because it's like before nobody was on it. She was just on top, and then like when she got brought in, it's like, oh crap. Okay. He is gonna go ahead. How close do I? Hold on, let me just throw this in chat. 15 foot. Okay, so I can be where I am.
Yeah.
Could I? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna. Yeah. I'm just gonna use Burning Hands.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent. So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw. It rolls a -3.
Wow.
Okay. Roll me a 3d6 fire damage.
All right. Let's see. Where's the dice?
It rolled a nat 1.
That's hilarious. Okay. 14 fire damage. That's excellent. So, paint me a picture here. How you do like another massive attack against this creature. What does it look like?
So knowing that Ricaria's in there, Chester kind of like walls up his hands, and he sort of kind of like does sort of like this with his hands, and sort of whooshes out fire. and he's like, "Burn, you cube!" And he'll position it where it shoots at it, but it's like on the surface. So it's like all the fire's kind of going on the surface, kind of like trying to get it to like kind of like melting an ice cube kind of effect.
Yeah, it's like a
the fire-
flambe.
Yeah, like that. Yep.
Cool. I love it.
That's why he's not hurting Ricaria.
Excellent. Ricaria, it is your turn.
Seeing this, what is it, a stick or something that Kalik put in? Crowbar. Seeing the crowbar that Kalik's kind of shoved in there, seeing it like slowly start to rust away because of the acid. I think with a lot of effort, Ricaria moves their arms to grab onto it, using that as a kind of, I guess, a fulcrum is not the right term, but I'm going to use that right now, to kind of yank themselves out. So they'll roll strength with advantage.
DC 12 at advantage.
Oh, please. Let's see. 18.
Boing. You are
bursting out of this and landing kind of in the water, just like skin, there's just eaten away. And tears start to kind of form in Ricaria's eyes, but she doesn't really say anything much. She instead just casts Healing Word on herself. I can't really take wait, I don't think the cube can take attacks of opportunity. Wait, it might. I can't move.
I will let you know above game that it totally can.
Okay, I'm not gonna move then. Don't want to risk it, so I'm just gonna cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
At level, I'm gonna do it level 2.
Have you ever been bitch slapped by a cylinder?
9 points. I'm at 16. We're okay. Slowly, the wounds start to kind of seal.
You only did 25 damage. You're like 1/4 of the way there.
She spits out like a chunk of the cube and looks over to Kalik and says, "Thank you." That's it.
All right. Lavelli, it's your turn.
All right, we're gonna keep slashing.
Yes, do it. 12's a hit. 6 damage.
And then I'm gonna spend a key to do 2 more.
Okay. 10's a hit. 21's a hit.
It's the exact same thing.
14 damage. Okay. You see that the cylinder has definitely become misshapen by the various attacks. You can see there's residue of the burn, of the crackling of the lightning damage, and grooves deeply rented into it by your claws. But it's still up.
And that's it for my turn.
Okay.
There's also Ricaria-shaped hole.
Yes.
Like Wile E. Coyote, but
My
just a
hole is
Ricaria.
meant for me.
Okay. I'm so sorry. So you see as it begins to lurch away, it tries to engulf...
Wait. Attack of opportunity?
Yep. As it's trying to engulf the two of these, Lavelli, you find a window of opportunity here. You do 6 damage. And
Okay, because I've hit it with an attack of opportunity, its speed drops to 0.
that's fantastic.
No, baby.
I love that so much because that is actually how much damage that you needed to do. So tell me what this looks like as it like activates all of your stuff.
So Lavelli sees it like going for the others, and somehow she like hooks her claws into it to get a grasp and just smashes it against the well it came out of.
As it smashes into the well, you see it breaks off into remaining chunks that just slough away to the bottom of this pool and begin to dissolve. And you hear this ominous gurgling sound, like the sound of pipes just kicking to life. And you begin to hear a whoosh of water coming from this well here as it begins to pump up into this pool. And it is beginning to fill up quite quickly. That's
Lily's gonna go check on Ricaria. Are you all right?
No, let's get out of this pool.
Another fairy appears.
Oh God, where is it appearing?
I noticed the hat thing with my
Oh no.
with my magic
Yes.
sight. I don't think Arthas is willingly controlling it right now, but since he detected a semi-hostile thing, the pixie just appears next to it.
Not
Just-
Hat McChompies.
And it's like, hi! And then explodes.
Okay. Dex
babe.
save, right?
Do they all say hello
Oh, I
before
rolled
they
a 20.
explode?
They're
Okay,
very
so
polite.
it'll take, I think, half. Let me double check. Yeah. No,
Maybe.
it just takes no damage. All right.
Okay. So as it explodes, you see it just kind of like whooshes away into the other side of the room here, kind of hovering ominously in the corner. You see two tiny eyes. No, actually, it has multiple eyes. All of its like little tiny golden eyes are watching down at the group of you. And you see it swing into this stairwell. And then it disappears, going upstairs.
Someone should go check on Brightmite. And in Ricaria's hands, they conjure like this large clump of berries and just start to shove them all into her mouth.
Good berries. Good berries.
Good berry, let's go. I gained 10 health.
Hell yeah.
You can see that as the water's beginning to fill up here, that this lily pad begins to rise up off of the pool floor, and it begins to be float. And the water begins to stop, and it stabilizes just at the foot of this little mirror here. They're leveled off now.
Lavellie's gonna move the lily pad over under the mirror.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, Airfist, you would have totally seen that this lily pad is totally magic. Lavelli, sorry. Lavelli, as you're trying to move it, you can't. It is very huge, and it seems to be stuck in place.
She climbs up on top of it.
Okay. You find that it's very sturdy. As you land on it, you get the sense that it could probably handle like 4 or 5 of you.
Well, this doesn't seem to be moving, but it doesn't seem like it's going to tip over either.
Rick will swim over and climb on top of the lily as well.
Okay.
And just sit down. More berries. Just conjure stuff.
Lavelli just gives her like a little pat on the head.
I may be forgetting. Doesn't Arifis's magic site allow you to know what kind of magic it is?
The School
School.
of Magic, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's always really hard for a GM to answer because no one knows the schools of magic.
It's a magic item, right? So it's enchanted with enchantment.
So the school is enchantment.
Right? Like, it's not necromancy. Like,
Sweet.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know it's not necromancy, boys. This is not a skeleton lily pad.
if you ask me what kind of school of magic it is, I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, that's
It's
valid.
cool.
That's fair because I hate that question too, but it's also really informative.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not the magic, not alteration. It's not gonna conjure a fireball. The answer is yes, magic.
You're giving us a lot of answers here.
Yep.
I feel like I've satisfied the question.
Look, it could have conjured fireballs. We didn't know.
Yeah, now you know. All right. Yeah, the room falls quiet as the pool stops sucking water out of the pond.
If we're going to attempt to negotiate with this Pavlorna, I certainly hope that wasn't a pet or something.
I'd rather just punch her in the face.
Can you make sure Brightmite's okay?
Since I didn't do any damage or take any damage this past turn, my rage ends and Arfis is still kind of like crouched down with his hands on his head, but he starts to stand back up slowly. I'm all right. Sorry.
You sure? It looked like you got a pretty pain. It looked like your head was in pain.
I just keep getting these headaches, but I don't know what's going on.
We should probably look into that.
I'm probably just like allergic to mist or something. I don't know.
Do you know where the fairies came from?
I was about to ask the same thing.
What fairies are you talking about?
The
They
ones
kind of
that said
appeared.
hi and then exploded.
Yeah, the one that exploded, and now my head is really gone forever.
I didn't. I saw a girl that looked like she might have been drowning or something, but I don't know anything other than that. It's fine. I'm all right.
Well,
Headache's gone now.
that's good. So now we have to worry about random fairies appearing everywhere around here.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep an eye out.
We probably should have been worried about that for a while. We are in the Feywild.
I mean, true. I mean, if there's one place where we're gonna have little exploding fairies, it's gonna be here.
At least they're polite.
Yeah, they said hi and then went boom.
So, what are you know that thing's magic, right?
What is?
What?
The thing you're sitting on. The
Oh, this? Slaps a lily pad with an
The-
open palm.
This thing can fit so many bellies.
yeah the frog pad. Yeah, it's
Oh, lily
magic.
pad.
What?
Lily pad.
Oh,
But you never see lilies on it.
no, you see frogs. Yeah, that thing's magic.
Oh,
I don't know how
Oh.
I know that, but I just do.
Well, if Ellie kicks it.
Nothing happens.
Maybe if we all stand on it?
Feels like it can carry a lot of weight, and it doesn't feel like it wants to move.
Arthas is gonna walk over and stand next to it, but try to examine it and see if he can figure out how to turn it on.
Okay.
Is there an on button?
Do a little
This
dance.
is gonna turn into like a perfectly folded piece of paper.
Roll me an Arcana check or investigation check, anyone.
Oh, I'd love to.
Lavelli knows nothing about any of this.
It's a 5 from Arifis, 4 from Lavelli, Karia with an 11, Kalik with a 10,
We're so good at this.
10 from
Our
A
highest
Chester.
was an 11 with 5.
You can't quite figure it out. There are no buttons, no levers. It is very organic in material, and it seems to serve no purpose right now other than float.
Didn't you tell us that the mirror was magic last time?
Yeah.
Okay. Lavelli's gonna fly over to it and check it out.
Okay. Can roll me an Arcana or investigation check.
I'm gonna investigate it this time.
19. All right, cool. As you're looking at the mirror, you can see that it has a number of runes etched into the rim of it. You see that there is a swirling mist reflected in the mirror. It doesn't reflect the way that a regular mirror would. You don't necessarily see your reflection in it. But you can't really figure out much more than that. It is probably safe to assume it is magic, and if it is magic, maybe you need to figure out how to use it through magical means.
Does anyone speak rune?
I could look at. I don't speak.
That
It's
Depends
probably
on what
some
language
sort of.
the runes are.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
Well,
let's-
this thing's covered in them, and there seems to be some sort of mist inside it.
And I think Rakaria will hop off a lily pad and paddle over to it. Then
Doggy
kind
paddle.
of like pull herself up by the little the bottom of it to like get a peek at the ruins.
Okay. So they definitely seem arcane in make. They're not necessarily a language. It seems to be like a sequence, which you might normally find in enchanted items. It is math, basically. Yeah.
Artifice is gonna go back to the room he was in and is planning to look around for clues or something.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me perception or investigation. You'll get different information. Okay. 15. With a 15, as you're in that room, the predominant thing there is the large cupboard. You can see that there is some kind of contraption on the front. It is locked, and there is a strange little circular panel that rotates, and it has a silver hourglass sigil on it. If I remember correctly, Ricaria couldn't figure it out to open it.
I would like to try to figure it out.
Okay. So I'm going to carry over your investigation check. So the DC was 10 for this, and as you begin to mess around with it, you flip it around and see that it rotates in certain directions, almost like a lock. And you hear a click as it unlocks. Do you want to open
Arfis
it?
kind of like looks back and hears them all talking and doing stuff in the other room, and then we'll just open it.
Okay, you open it, and then you see inside. It has a number of different small compartments. There are basically some drawers that become visible to you, and you see that each one is stuffed with pouches or other tiny containers. You see one of the containers is a teacup-sized ceramic cauldron, and inside is a small scrap of paper with the word spittle spew written on it.
I'm gonna take that.
Okay. You also find a number of different mementos and trinkets in the cupboard, which include loose buttons of various shapes, colors, and materials, some stray cutlery, all from different sets. You see that there are a number of letters that have names written on them, and they are unopened, and they all have different handwriting. You see that there's a number of different belts. Most of them are old and frayed and coiled up. You see that there are flowers, loose dried petals. There's a horseshoe, feathers that are from various birds, and a chipped teacup.
The size of a cauldron.
Arfis is interested in the letters. Can he just take one and open it?
Mm-hmm.
See what's there?
Yeah, you open it, and it becomes pretty apparent to you quickly that it is a love letter. And it's addressed to someone that you don't know.
Arfis is gonna take the letters in case they become important.
Okay. So we'll say that the one that you open up is a love letter from Wolfa to Retta. So we'll say that you have about 15 love letters.
Okay. And the note in the small cauldron said what?
It said spittle spew.
Spittle spew.
So above these rows of compartments, there is a very large void in this cupboard. And it's pretty apparent that there used to be something there, but it's not there anymore. It is very large and circular towards the top, indicating something with a dome, and it comes down and has a circular base.
Okay. I'm gonna remember that.
Roll me a history check.
Roll a memory check.
A 6. Okay.
Is this something I, as a player, should remember that I'm forgetting? Or
Well, I'm just going to give it to you because even though it's been months for us in real life, like this whole adventure has only been like a week, maybe less. So you might remember that there was a bird cage. And there was a particular person in the bird cage.
Got it. Okay.
I had his tiny sword deck.
Yeah. Arthas is gonna leave the room. Shout, spittle spew.
Spittle spew?
Are you sick? Are you? I really should check out that headache.
As you shout out spittle spew, you see that the runes on this mirror, they light up, and then they slowly fade to red and then disappear.
Did anybody else find weird papers with weird words on them?
You just broke the runes on this mirror.
No, they look like they were before.
Maybe red and
they glue.
wrong. Like, maybe we have to find other words and read them in like an order.
Could be, yeah.
Might
It's
also
like
be worth
really
saying the
cool.
words while looking into the mirror. Could be that it reveals something to those who speak it.
One of you
Esther, have
try.
you seen any magic like this before?
Have I?
Yes.
Ooh, roll me a history check at advantage.
Yeah, let's do that.
Go. Oh, well.
Okay, with a 10.
Hey, you do still have a nat 20.
You do have a nat 20. No? Okay. With a 10, you remember seeing something similar in the Hall of Illusions back at the Witchlight Carnival. You remember seeing these runes on a particular mirror, but you don't know what they do, and you can't remember what it's for.
Yeah, we had different ones at the circus that had different ruins. The Hall of Mirrors. I know all of us have gone through the Hall of Mirrors, but I don't exactly know what they do. I wasn't entirely sure what their magic possessed, but I don't remember anyone getting hurt from them. But this could be different.
Does anyone else remember runes from the Hall of Mirrors?
I remember just showing different versions of ourselves.
Yeah, that was weird. Scarlett, can you try saying the word and look in the mirror?
Spittle spew.
Same thing happens. It lights up almost as if activating Alexa. And then it turns red and begins to fade out.
All right, I think
The words.
there might be other words and things that we're supposed to find in here.
Yeah.
Spittle spew.
Okay.
What do you do?
The exact same thing happens.
Okay.
We have a hole upstairs that we haven't looked at.
Yeah.
It's true. We haven't actually looked up the upstairs yet.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, don't go in that room over there. And Arthas points over here. That's just
I think you mentioned.
Kayla
you don't
immediately
wanna
starts
go.
heading towards the room.
No, it's not fun.
I am taking the shortest route from where I was to where the stairs are.
Okay.
But I do appreciate.
So I do recall that someone had stuck their head out of the door here, and you saw there were bees. And then there's another set of stairs here. So there's two ways up that you can visibly see.
How did they get into this room?
There was a trap door down at the bottom.
Right, I see it now.
Mhm.
I tightrope walked.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, there were
Arthas-
frogs outside.
There were so
Arthas
many
is gonna
frogs.
Look in this room.
Okay.
think
Just to see
Ricari
if there are
already-
any weird pieces of paper.
Yeah, there's nothing in there other than fabric at this point. You can see that some
Okay.
dust has been recently disturbed, almost as if someone has already looted the room.
Hey, Rick.
That's where I got those dolls. Yeah.
You know anything about these frogs out here? They seemed a little strange.
Let me go talk to them. And Ricaria just like runs and like sticks her head out of the door.
So
tries to keep up.
As you stick your head out the door, let me make sure I get the right description here. Essentially, it's just a lot of freaking frogs. The frogs cover the entire surface area of this balcony here. You see that there are hundreds of them, and they're all sleeping.
I think this would be a bad idea. Ricaria's gonna lean down, like
Don't touch
lean
it.
all the way down, like head on the ground to one of the frogs, and is like, "Hey, sorry to wake you up. I just have a question for you."
Hold on. Need to roll a Constitution save. Do you sleep through this? No. Okay. So you see the eyes kind of, one opens and the other one opens, and they're just like these big, bulging eyes that kind of look at you. And as soon as it makes eye contact with you, it begins to croak. And as it croaks, the ones immediately around it wake up and begin to croak. And then it kind of like ripple effects all the way through. And then now you have over 100 frogs croaking at you. And
What are they saying?
do you have beast speak?
I have the ability to kind of interpret what they're saying. It's
Rituals take an hour, right?
Speech of the woods. Learn to speak with Sylvan. Additional beasts can understand your speech, and I have the ability to decipher their noises and motions. So I can decipher what they're saying.
They're freaking out. They're basically doing like an alarm call now.
Sorry. It's okay. Sorry. Hi.
This
Shh.
overwhelming cacophony of croaking and panicked ribbits just echoes loudly. And Chester, where you are over here by the stairwell, you can hear the thunking of footsteps. Something is starting to run down the stairs towards you.
I think you set off the alarm.
I'm sorry. I asked them a question. I'm sorry.
Someone's coming down the stairs.
We could hide.
Frog. Yeah, let's hide. Is this just a table?
Yeah, it's a table that has a bunch of like rotting food scraps and broken pieces of porcelain and ceramic.
How large is this room?
It's pretty big. These are 5-foot squares. So it's 50 feet.
Vertically.
Vertically, I actually have that answer for you. The rooms are about 10 feet high.
Okay.
As Rick dives under this table to hide, she's also going to cast Summon Beast, which is a new spell that I have nearby. And basically, what kind of summons is, it looks like this, like it's made out of leaves, very much dryad-esque, like twigs and leaves creature. And it's about the size, oh god, it's really small, isn't it? I think it's tiny. But it essentially resembles, like, it's a small beast, like a dik-dik, just made out of twigs and leaves. It's like a little tiny deer. Little
Love
itty
it.
bitty face.
That's so cute. Okay.
Are there rafters on the ceiling? Or is it
There,
like a flat ceiling?
it's flat.
I bet it goes in here.
I have a moose. I don't have a deer.
A tiny moose works.
Wait, why can't... Oh, God, come on.
If you give me an NPC sheet, I can stat it out.
Oh, I have to buy it. Wait, this is so cute. Oh, that's perfect.
Yes, my baby.
Love it.
That's so great.
All right. Okay. Kalik, Chester has shouted out that something's coming. What do you want to do?
I think Calyx's also going to head towards this door, but before going in, is going to try and see like if anyone else is either staying in here or heading into another, out through a door or something.
Okay. Chester, what are you doing? You're muted.
Oh,
Oh, no, I can hear you.
oh wait,
Oh.
darn. Okay. I'm gonna wait for the person to come down the stairs.
Okay.
So you see everyone else hiding and just like, I got this.
Arifis, what are you doing?
Arfis hides in here,
Okay.
in the other staircase.
Okay.
As Arifis is leaving, Kalik is going to take a look at Ricaria and Erebus, and is going to use a new ability I just picked up called Psychic Whispers. For the next D6 hours, we can communicate mind to mind. So for the next hour, we can talk psychically between the three of us.
Okay.
And that'll mean that those of us who are not in the room have someone who can tell us what's going on. And then Kalik pops into the room with Lavelli.
Okay, I love this so
Oh.
much. Yeah.
Just to clarify, was that with everybody or just all of you, but not me?
I can do it up to my proficiency bonus, so I can only get 2 people. So Ricaria and Erebus.
Or the two.
Lavelli
Okay.
is in the room, so I can communicate directly there.
Right. Okay.
And we only need one person outside the room, so
How long does it take to do a ritual?
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it depends on the ritual.
I think it's 10 minutes unless it says otherwise.
Okay. Just my subclass gave me a ritual.
Okay.
I spell as a ritual that I
We can look
cast at
over
will.
it during the break or whenever you're going to use it. Okay, so you hear the thundering of footsteps come rattling down the stairs, and very quickly you see that there are 3 beings, very tiny, very small, that appear. As you're looking at these creatures, Chester, they come to a stop in front of you, and they are one of the strangest things you have ever beheld. You see that they are very squat creatures. They have these like somewhat froggy features, but it's pretty apparent that it's meant to be humanoid. They have these large eyes and this crackled, weathered skin, and they're this kind of dark olive color, and they're covered in rags, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see these 3 creatures, they look exactly the same. They look like copies of each other. And they're looking up at you with these big, bulbous eyes that are almost sticking out of their head, and they're staring at you.
He will in common say, "Hello there. What are your names?"
The 3 of them begin to lean into each other, and they go... And one of them, closest to the stairwell here,
Mm-hmm.
points up the stairs.
Oh, okay.
How Chester
Um,
dies.
Oh, okay.
The one closest to you comes up, grabs the end of your coat tail,
Mhm.
and kind of gives a suggestive tug.
All right. Then he'll comply. He won't argue, and he'll follow.
Okay. They're basically going to slowly drag you up the stairs.
I think, oh god, Rick
Um,
communicates
I
like
think I could probably walk on my own faster than can drag me. So I'll comply. I'll walk. I'm not gonna.
Uh-huh. It's
Fight
not
it, so-
rushed.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Rick-
I'm not. They don't gotta drag me. I can walk it. I'll be very cooperative.
It doesn't let go.
Nope.
All right, Rick, what are you doing over here?
mentally kind of communicates very quickly to Kalik and says, "Oh, this is I don't know what they are. There's these creatures. They all look alike, and they're dragging they're dragging Dimple away upstairs up the stairs. Should I go pursue? Should I go chase? I think I should go chase."
Kalik will confer this both to Erebus and then out loud to Lavelli as well to get a group consensus. Do we follow?
He let them kidnap him?
We don't know any ill intent in.
There's another staircase over here. If he's going up, maybe we can sneak up as well.
Hey, you go that way, I'll follow.
They have to be
Sweetheart,
taking
guys.
him to Pavlorna, don't they?
I'll keep close with Chester so we can all communicate still.
And
Lavelli,
Rick-
let's take the external entrance. With your ability to fly, that'll probably be a good vantage point.
How heavy are you?
I am pretty light.
Is that what Kalik says?
135 plus gear. So
That was in character.
yeah.
135 plus gear, says Kalik. Very well. This is gonna be dumb. This is how Kayla gets dropped off of a building.
No, I mean, you've been carrying people, like, all campaign so far. You haven't had trouble.
But it only takes one mistake for someone to get dropped off of a building.
Okay, so, we'll do one thing at a time. Ricaria, what are you doing with your little deer?
The deer kind of like very creepily like just crawls up the wall and like just starts to stand on the ceiling and just runs along the ceiling like as Rick runs around the pool.
Does it
and,
follow
like,
you?
chase. Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
It just like burrs and chirps as it moves, just and just like runs along the ceiling.
Okay, great. All right, so outside, as you're kind of creeping up on this external hallway here, you hear very quickly the buzzing of wasps. You see that the wasp's nest has definitely taken root and begun to build around the door that's on the other side of these stairs. So if you want to enter the building again on the floor above you, you're going to have to disturb this wasp nest.
Okay, Stella, stay with me here.
Okay.
Stella like holds her head.
As a farmer, I feel I've dealt with wasps' nests before.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything in my past that can help me in this situation?
Pesticide.
Fire. Fire's great. Hold on.
Oh, I've got a great idea then.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
So,
Eat them.
is there like a jagged part to this wasp's nest?
Yeah?
Great. I poke myself with it and I cast Hellish Rebuke.
Dare you harm me?
Roll some damage.
Okay, perfect. So this is cast at a second level because it's my racial thing. So it's 3d10.
Jesus. Okay.
I expect from this point on, anytime Airfist like stubs their toe, that they just start casting Hellish Rebuke.
Okay. Like this was like a whole thing, but I'm not even gonna bother reading it because this is amazing. I love it. So tell me how you just completely incinerate a nest of wasps.
Yeah, so as I poke it and it deals damage to me,
You take 1 point of damage.
we'll take, yeah, okay, that's perfect. Suddenly the rest of you just see it like from my hand erupts into flames and all of the wasps just kind of like start crawling out, but they're also on fire and they fall to the ground and then it all burns up really quickly and the flame dies out pretty quick. All right, we're good.
Maybe we don't tell Ricaria about the burnt
I was
wasp.
gonna say, I think Caleb just
Oh,
says a
shit.
little
Bugs
silent
don't
prayer
count.
thanking this for not being present.
Yeah, we'll not talk about that one.
What's behind that door?
Why does it smell like
Arfis
burned
is gonna
wasps?
kind of like listen at the door first.
Okay. Yeah. So, hold on. I wasn't anticipating this. I have to read a little bit. Actually, this is a perfect time for us to take a break.
We're
Yeah.
expecting the
okay.
wasp Hellish Rebuke.
Yep.
Get fucked, Black.
Okay, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break. Please join us in doing a little stretch, grabbing some snacks, hydrating, and all that good stuff. And we'll be back here soon. We're back.
Bye.
Bye.
And we are back. Thank you so much for your patience, everyone. Let's actually go here. All right. So we're going to start off with Ricaria. Ricaria, I'm going to need a stealth check from you.
Oh, I'd love to give you one.
And also a stealth check from the deer.
Oh, okay. I'll just roll. It's supposed to have a 16 dex, not a. One moment.
Oh God, my camera.
It decided.
Yeah, yoink.
I cannot see in there. Okay, so it rolls a 13.
Okay.
I'm not gonna roll that well, most likely. And I roll with a -2.
10.
A 10. That's not
Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so the two of you are kind of creeping after Chester and these three strange creatures that have gone into the stairwell here. In this particular room, Chester has already moved on. You can hear that they have definitely gone in through this southeastern door here. You heard the door close and the directional sound, so you know they went that way. But in this hallway, you see that the walls here are quite dank and that they are covered in scores of portraits depicting grumpy, sad, frightened, and angry people. The figures include humans, elves, halflings, bullywugs, and goblins, among others. The portraits are rendered in a variety of mediums, including paintings, etchings, and sketches, definitely by different artists, so to speak. All of them are displayed in very, very gaudy gilded frames. You see, among these frames, there's only one thing that particularly stands out, and it is that there is an oval mirror here, right near the corner of the hallway. It is 2 feet wide and 5 feet tall.
I think as Ricaria kind of moves down, she doesn't want to lag behind too much. As she's like about to pass the mirror, she like tries to put her hand like behind the mirror. Can she like move it from off the wall?
Ooh, okay. So as you approach the mirror itself, you realize that there's something interesting about it. It definitely doesn't look like it's part of the wall. It like looks like it's hung there, but when you try to move it, it doesn't budge. It is solid. What kind of expression do you have when you're looking at the mirror?
I think it's like a little bit of a frown, but it's definitely curiosity that Rick has as she's staring at this mirror, trying to like quickly yank it off.
Okay. In this hall where you have all of these different portraits in the background, we see this camera shot of Ricaria trying to pull at this mirror, frowning, just surrounded by all of these portraits of other people frowning as well, and nothing happens.
Oh no. Okay. I think Ricaria will move on. For now.
Okay.
Wanting to keep up with Chester, and knowing that it's the southeast door. This one here. Oh my god! For some reason, I thought I was about to go in like this north door. Will.
I like how you just rammed the deer through the wall.
Get through the door, Steve. Is going to. It's still on the ceiling. Just like try to like open this door like very quietly and peep in.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and pause us there, and we're going to move over here, and I'm going to do a feel. Ba, ba, ba.
Ba 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 ba.
Baba de kappa.
Ba ba ba.
Okay. So as you are coming up here, you'd see that there is a door closest to you, Eriphis, as you have climbed up the stairs here. See, can you see this? Maybe here. You would be able to see that.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Cat monster.
You can't
probably.
quite see. I think Lavelli probably has the best vantage point to see that there is something there. It's really hard to make out. But something seems to be
this thing is
suspended.
outside?
Yeah. It seems to be suspended out from the building. Yeah.
All right.
But there's a door in front of you, Arifis.
Arifis wants to listen before opening the door to see if he hears anything on the other side.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Great. Nothing's on the other side. I open the door.
Okay. The door is not
There's not
locked.
even a door there. That's just a wall.
Another mirror.
Okie pokey.
Goodbye, Arifis. You ran into the gelatinous room.
Well.
All right. So you swing the door open. As you do, you see in this gore-spattered kitchen a stout figure with a stained apron, iron boots, a crimson cap, and a bloody meat cleaver chases a pair of vultures around a butcher's block, while the squawking birds fight over a scrap of meat.
All right.
You see this squat, strange-looking being chasing them around and saying, "I'll have your fucking heads! Get back here with my steak!" And is trying to kill the vultures, and they're just like, scrah, 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 and they're hopping around, just trying to escape.
Arifis is going to try to help the man and tackle one of them.
So as you do, you see... she makes eye contact with you, and she says, "Well, what are you doing standing there for? Help me! In! All of you! Chase them out!"
Chase him out or catch him?
Catch them! Yes, we can make food out of them.
Arifis
runs and dives for
God.
one.
Okay. So before we do that, is there anything that Kalik or Lavelli want to do, like knee-jerk reaction as you see Arifis just lunge in there?
I think Lavelli is... Well, Kalik's in front, so...
Nothing specific, although I feel like we've just gotten ourselves immediately into a new fight.
Kalik's blocking Lavelli's way.
Okay. So I'm gonna need you to roll me a melee attack, Arifis. Unarmed attack.
Okay. An unarmed attack is just strength plus
Proficiency.
yeah. Right?
Mhm.
Okay. So
Yeah, just do what I do.
Just beat a 10.
I beat a 10.
Okay, 24. All right, you bear hug the shit out of this. What do you want to do about it?
Inwe, thank you for the $55 donation.
Oh my god.
Golly.
Oh, V.
Thank you.
Wow.
Oh wow. V, thank you so much for the nat 20 for everybody. Inway, thank you
nice.
so much. Okay, let's actually do that right now. So everyone gets a card and a nat 20 for me. Hell yeah, I'm going to use that.
Oh God,
How
no,
dare.
not again.
Gifts for everyone.
Thanks
Last
a
time
lot.
Stolen had a nat 20, a snake ate someone.
Yeah.
It's character development. All right, zombie.
That's what we call trauma.
Since we're having you patiently waiting for dramatic effect, we'll have you draw your card first.
I can wait. It's fine. Stop.
Ooh, zombie gets 2 cards now.
Yep.
What? Oh, fuck. That's right.
Lavelli, tell me when to stop.
Can I give my card to zombie?
No.
No.
Okay.
That's not how that works.
Stop.
Ricaria.
Wait, I want to trade cards.
Stop.
I don't like that look you gave us.
Arifis.
Stop.
I swear to God, if I got ruined for the 4th time.
Stop.
Kayla.
Nice. Immediate stop. I respect it.
Okay. Here we go. All right, Arifis. What do you want to do here? You absolutely
I
succeed.
dive tackle over this blood-covered kitchen table, I guess.
Yeah.
And just tackle one of these large birds. And I'm just kind of like, I've got its neck in my arms and I've got my legs wrapped around it. All right, I got one.
Good work, good work. All right. So, Kalik, is there anything you want to do here? Lavelli, is there anything you want to do here?
Well, if Kayla doesn't move soon, she is going to shove him out of the way.
Yeah, I think Kalik will enter the room, but is not quite prepared to enter the fray immediately.
All right, then Lavelli is going to shunt her way in between the two and like hold her arms out in front of the vultures, like, do not kill them.
Okay. As you do, you see that this very squat individual, they are, I think, like 2 feet tall or something. They are tiny and they have this massive cleaver in their hand and this blood-stained apron. She jumps up and down and she seems to be quite agitated. And she's like, "What are you doing? Catch them!"
There's another way. If you just give me some time, I could talk to them.
Do it quickly!
Lavelli's going to immediately start casting Speak with Animals ritual.
Okay.
It'll take time.
Since that takes some time, Arifis, with you rolled so high, is there anything you want to do other than holding it?
Hog tie it.
Muted?
I think you're hard muted.
I wanna grab the other one.
Okay. Roll.
Make a case.
I'm gonna need. This is gonna be a disadvantage because you already got one, and you're kind of wrangling that one. Roll me another armed attack at disadvantage.
Okay, so this is the first one and the second one.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's a nat 20. Oh, a
Well,
7.
disadvantage,
12.
so 12.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
12. That still hits. Oh my god, you're just double fisting vultures right now.
Are these like big vultures?
Yeah,
Are these like
they're
your turkey
huge.
vultures?
Yes. Let's see.
All right, I got him.
Okay, so like you're wrangling them, and then you see the very short, very gore-covered person is just like hopping back and forth, excited, like yeah. All right, Lavelli, since you wanted to do something, what do you want to do here?
She's casting the Speak with Animals ritual.
Yeah, we'll say that the time has passed, just to give you some opportunity to roleplay.
All right, and then she's going to attempt to speak to the vultures.
Okay, what do you want to say?
First off, what happened to the steak? No, that's not to them, that's to you.
It's dangling in one of their mouths.
Can we start by releasing the steak that belongs to this person over here?
Do you have the ability to understand them?
Yes, it's Speak with Animals.
Okay, so one of them says they're both freaking out. They definitely don't like being grappled whatsoever. And you see that the one with the stake just kind of violently shakes its head no. And the other one says, "We're so hungry, we need to eat something. We're desperate here."
We can give you some food, but that food doesn't belong to you.
There's no such thing. The concept of possessions is a social construct, and if you really truly believe in the way of nature, then nothing is actually possessed, and everything must be scavenged to the best of your ability. It's just there.
And would you like it if someone came and ate your steak in front of you?
Well, if they're faster than me, then they deserve it.
Well, my friend here, she gestures to Arifis, was faster than both of you. Does that mean he gets to eat the steak?
They both look at each other. Roll me persuasion. What the fuck?
Oh my god. Excellent.
Can he have, or can she have advantage since I'm kind of helping?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Beautiful.
That's an 11. Okay.
You're not 20.
Oh, they rolled an 11. Okay. They pause for a moment and stare at each other And then you see the vulture that has the steak just swallows it whole.
Oh no.
And then this individual stops jumping up and down and lifts up the cleaver. And you can see that
Arthas exposes their neck.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. Kalik, is there anything you want to do here?
I think Kalik will step forward as this chef raises its cleaver. It's my understanding that vulture is rather tough meat. It may not be worth the trouble.
Roll me persuasion. 19. Okay. You see they're about to just like lunge into this really like blood frenzied thrust of their blade over towards these restrained creatures. But at your words, she stills. She looks around. She lowers her weapon. I think you're right. Well, I do pride myself in my ability to provide a decent meal.
Oh yeah, stringy, tough. There's not even that much meat on them. If you look at it, it's mostly feathers.
They have said that they haven't been able to find any food for a long time.
Maybe not.
Hardly any meat on there.
Well. And you see her lift up her butcher's knife towards you, Kalik. She says, "What are you going to give me in return?"
Oh.
Kalik pulls out another bag of soap.
Well, I'm not sure if I have anything worth eating. Certainly not up to your standards, but...
Lavelli pulls out and holds out her bag of beans. You know, these beans are magical.
You see her jump up and just try to take the whole bag from you.
Lavelli lets her.
Okay.
Oh no.
I love this. So this is the best timeline. You see her just kind of like begin to walk over. She's opening the bag of beans and looking inside and giving them a sniff. She says, "All right, this works." You see her tie it and then put it on her belt. And then she sits down.
Arafis, maybe toss the vultures outside.
All right. And I carry the vultures over to the window and throw them outside.
Okay. They just fly away.
Lavelli just lets out a deep sigh.
All right.
You see, hold on. I have to look up bag of beans again. Oh no, this is the worst and best decision that has ever been made.
Amazing! I'm so excited. Please
We keep handing magic items to the best/worst possible people.
This is my only item. Everything else has been deleted from existence.
Oh no! Oh no! What's that? Oh no! What is it?
Are they dead? Is that the pyramid?
There's a pyramid. Hold on, but I wasn't. They didn't bury it in the ground. I think you have to bury it in the
Yeah,
ground.
they have to be planted.
Okay.
Unless they ate dirt recently.
Man, I should have done that as a secret roll. Okay. For context, chat, I just rolled a 1d100 on the bag of beans, and I rolled a 99, which summons the 60-foot square pyramid.
Oh no!
That has a sarcophagus that contains a mummy lord, and is treated as a lair.
Well, we took care of Pavlorna. Great job,
A
everyone.
side adventure.
Yeah.
So you just see her like reach into the bag, and she pulls out this bean, and she kind of looks at it. She gives it a sniff, and she pops it in her mouth, and she chews it, and she eats it. and nothing happens. And she closes the bag, ties it off, and she says, "All right, rule of reciprocation, I suppose. What can I do for you?"
Billy looks over at Kalik first, to see if he has any questions.
Oh, we were coming up here in order to speak to Pavlorna.
Of course
might
you
we-
were. You see her roll her eyes.
Oh, sorry if I've caused any offense.
Oh, not at all. Just everyone's always coming to see Pavlorna.
Well,
Not the happiest with her, are you?
Oh, I hate her. I hate everything. I hate you. I hate this job. I hate those turkeys. But most of
That's
all,
okay.
I hate Pavlorna. But it's a decent job.
didn't you just say you hate it?
Mm.
It's a living.
Well, these two can tell you that sometimes conversations I get into get out of hand. If you wanted us to point to Pavlorna and things got out of hand, perhaps there'd be one less hatred for you.
Hmm.
She did steal something, or take something from us after all. We were hoping to get it back.
Well. Nah. I can help you a little bit. How's this? To satisfy the rule of reciprocation, I'll tell you that if you happen to be at odds with Pavlorna, she has a weakness. She is allergic to seeing anyone run window shins. She will begin to sneeze uncontrollably.
Yes, we know.
Oh. Well, I didn't know that you
Not much
knew,
of a
so...
reciprocation, is
Nope,
it?
it still satisfies it. I didn't know that you know. It's not my responsibility.
I did give you 4 beans.
No, you gave me a bag, which happened to have 4 beans in it.
I didn't say I gave you the bag. I said I have beans.
Beans, plural, still counts. You see her lift up her hatchet, and she says, "Get out of my kitchen."
What
Wait,
was
what?
outside your kitchen?
What do you mean?
haven't-
She points at the wall in the direction they came from. Something was out there.
Oh, that bloody fellow. Well, eat your heart out, I suppose. I want nothing to do with it. She just kind of like walks away.
Wait, excuse me, ma'am.
What? What is it?
You didn't give me anything in exchange for helping you catch those birds.
Look,
Beans back.
hold
Get your
on.
mommy lord.
Throw up that bean.
Or 10 magic potions.
I can still speak to Araphis' mind. I'm gonna say I'd be a lot happier if she gave you that cleaver.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
She is going to give you...
These hands.
She pulls off her apron and she holds it out to you.
Oh, thanks.
Don't mention it, like literally. I'm out of here. I don't give a shit about what's going on. I'm just gonna...
Oh, all right.
See her open this door and disappear.
So I'm gonna go see what that thing was.
Okay, so we're gonna snap back to that in just a moment. We're gonna go...
It's been a long time.
You're gonna go here into this lovely room where something really cool is happening.
Just don't get in trouble for at least 10 minutes.
That might happen.
Uh-oh.
Oh, lovely.
All right. Okay, hold on. I have music for this. got special music for this room. Where's my words? That's all. Okay. So, zombie, Chester, you are escorted up these stairs here by these very strange 3 little creatures, and they bring you into this room. You see, in this room, there are 2 creatures having a conversation over tea in the middle of it. The first figure is seated in a time-worn armchair. She's a tall, lean woman of gray complexion, dressed in black with a wide-brimmed hat obscuring her eyes. The other figure is a toad-like creature with bulging eyes and cracked skin. It is clad in a shapeless garment and sits on the edge of a love seat, with its legs pulled underneath it. Flies flit into and out of its mouth, which hangs open when it isn't speaking. 2 tiny versions of this creature cling to it like pests. This is what she looks like. And those little creatures that brought you in, they look like literal miniature versions of her. Meet
You
Pavlorna
can just
Blightstraw.
barely see one.
Yeah, there's like one like under her arm and then one by her hand and her
And
foot.
one on her leg. Under her little...
I think I had a vision of this.
I love her so much. Okay. So this room is incredibly filthy. You see that there are dirty dishes and bits of discarded food everywhere. The furniture here was perhaps once of fine quality, but now there are mysterious stains that of strange origin that mottle every surface, and the upholstery has been patched over numerous times. Set with its back against one corner of the room is a hulking wooden cabinet. You see that the sturdy legs of it hold it about 6 inches up over the floor, and a decrepit staircase climbs up towards the end of the room here. This is the stairs up. As you're brought in, you see the person wearing the large brimmed hat. Do I have a picture for you? I do have a picture for you.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
It's almost as if they're kind of important or something.
Wow.
Kind of hot.
You see the
Yeah.
woman with the large brimmed hat, she's just grinning and she just sips her tea quietly as she watches you. And the little creatures go, and they tug on you and they stand at attention as Pavlorna turns her whole body to look at you. And she says, "What act of desperation compels you to enter my home, little darling?"
We have a book for you.
Oh, is that so?
Mhm.
Show it to me.
Chester will go into his backpack and bring out the book that we were told that she was looking for or wanted and such.
Okay. You present to her the Pavlorna's big book of bad blood, and immediately her mouth hangs open and it starts to, and you see flies begin to fly out of it. And she says,
Oh,
"Well, now, I've been looking for this. Now, how now do you have this in your possession?"
we were we were given to it by I don't remember the name of it. What was the name of the king?
King Gullop.
King Gullop. We were given to this by I believe it was King Gullop or someone of his estate. We're given this to us, and we were here to give it to you, return it to you.
Oh, is that so? And how did the dear king come into possession of my dear book? And you see her snap her fingers, and immediately the three lornings, they scatter over to you, and they all hold up their hands in unison.
You want me to give them the book?
Yes, surrender it now.
And then he'll, whatever the closest one is, he'll hand it to.
Okay, you like drop on one of them and they kind of like oof underneath it, and the other two scamper under it. The three of them lift it up and they bring it over to Pavlorna.
You drop it too heavy, it just squishes them.
Yeah. I didn't mean to squish you, I'm sorry.
And you see Pavlorna pick it up with this very strange, knotty fingers that are slightly webbed, and she picks them up and, picks the book up, and she tucks it into the shapeless garment of her clothes. She says, well, well, well. At this point, Ricaria, can you roll me a stealth check as you peek into the room?
No, okay.
Oopsie
I definitely
poopsie.
could do this. I'm debating on using my nat 20 for this, but we'll see.
What's the little like hemisphere in the middle of the room?
15.
The like black line there.
I don't know. Probably a chair,
Or like a support pillar?
maybe. So as you peek in, Ricaria, you all watch as Pavlorna turns in her seat and she looks directly at the door. Well, it is quite rude for you to not introduce yourself. You are, after all, in my home.
I think.
Oh, I'm sorry, my
Ricaria
name
will-
is Chester.
Not you.
Oh,
Them.
them. And then...
If Ricaria has time, just seeing the door push open, maybe figuring that maybe Pavlorna didn't see her, she is going to wild shape into a wolf,
Okay.
and then with the dick in tow, just on the ceiling, pad in, and then sit beside Chester.
You go whoosh, woof.
Woof.
Just woof.
Okay, I think you can move the token.
Oh yeah. The dick just chills like above you, just like standing on the ceiling.
You see Pavlorna look at you, just watching you pat into the room, and then looking up at the deer on the ceiling. And she says, curious, I have many questions for you. But
Yeah.
perhaps we should get down to business. And
Okay.
she turns to look at the individual with the hat. And they stand up and they say, my dear Pavlorna, I think that perhaps our business is concluded for the day. Well, thank you so much for your tea. I wouldn't want to impose on your present company. She puts the teacup down and looks at the group of you. There's a strange glint to her eye. And it's a little unnerving. It makes the hair on the back of your neck rise just a little bit. You can't really figure out why. Chester, as she makes eye contact with you, there's something deeply chilling about it. It makes you a little uncertain. You have drawn the Fool card.
Oh, no.
You lose something here. It's totally up to you what that represents exactly. A memory, a sense, a bond, a literal item, whatever you like. So we'll come back to that in just a little bit.
Okay.
Chester loses his pet wolf that he's had all his life.
No.
Bye.
No.
Bye, Ricaria.
No.
And void card.
I mean, if... Yeah.
You still got one more card, zombie.
We do. We still have
Yeah,
one more
no.
card.
Thank you.
We all get bad cards, or maybe we'll have a banger there.
She looks back up to you, Chester, and she says, now then, if that is all, then you are welcome to leave. If you are simply the messenger, the deliverer of my said book, you can send my regards to dear King Gulla. that it was received in good terms. You see Charm stand up, bow, and begins to leave.
DM.
Yeah.
What else were we, besides giving the book? I, as a player, do not remember. What else was there any other mission with Pavlorna that we had other than give her the book?
Yeah.
We needed to get the abilities of Lavelli and I think Kalik back or
Eriphus.
Eriphus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so in exchange for getting the book back, I could ask for their stuff back?
Maybe. You can try.
Okay.
The art of the deal.
The art of the deal.
You were told that you can try to strike a bargain with Pavlorna.
As you can see, I have my wolf friend here, and I have a few others that I have been both. I have been traveling around with, and they have all kind of lost something, and so I would like to know if we could get maybe 2 of them returned for giving you back this book, a sort of a trade reward sort of thing. That's all we really ask.
Well, I suppose I do have a list of errands that I could enlist someone to assist me with.
I do have magic, if that helps any.
Perhaps. We shall see. Well then, where are your companions? Are they... you see Pavlorna gesture to the weird deer and woofy Vicaria.
Woof.
Are these the individuals that you mean might be perhaps afflicted with some strange thing?
No. They were... I don't know where they went. When your 3 I don't know what you would want to call them. I'll call them pals because I don't know how to address
My
them.
lornings.
Your lornings. Okay, your lornings. When your 3 lornings came and escorted me here, I guess I'll say up here. They all went. I think they went the other way. I think there was another way to come up here, and I don't know where they went after that.
Woof.
Oh,
How unfortunate.
I'm gonna mentally communicate to Kalik. It's just, and Jesse's giving us up. Jesse's giving you up.
Meanwhile, y'all are in the kitchen here. So we'll give it a couple of minutes before Ricaria's communication comes in. So the red cap has stomped out, and you're in this kitchen. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go see what that weird thing was.
Okay. You open the door.
Kick off and hang out over here.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a door right there too if you want to do that. But I mean,
Yeah,
that
but I
works.
Could.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it looks like a cage.
So, as you fly out there, you see what appears to be 3 large iron cages hanging from wooden beams that extend out from the balcony over this lake view below. Trapped inside of the cages is a smiling satyr. Hello there. What a fine day to have some company.
You come here often, do you?
Well, not really. This is the first time, but it has been a journey, as you can see. When you're looking at this satyr, you see a roguishly handsome man goat. And you notice that he's not wearing any clothes. He is just lounging inside his cage. His feet are dangling out of the bars, and he just kind of turns his head and looks you over. Very good company indeed.
So, righteous or villainous reasons that we're preoccupied today.
Oh, I'm just here in good spirits. truly. Perhaps Pavlorna did not like to have someone come in uninvited.
Well, I know a thing or two about that, at least.
Do you? I would love to hear your stories.
She perches a bit on the railing and tilts her hat and bows a bit and says, "You may call me Scarlet."
Scarlet. Beautiful name. My name is Vanzel. I am a traveling bard.
There's always a good rumor or two to get from a bard.
Indeed. I've been traveling through various planes of existence, and I found myself here. In the Faded Lands.
Traveling the plains, you say?
Yes. What about you? Are you a native of this land?
She shakes her head. No, just a visitor.
Oh. You seem so comfortable there, in the air, all around you. You almost seem to belong here.
She narrows her eyes a bit at that. Just coming for something that was rightfully mine.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm here simply in search of stories for the next good adventure. And, I've landed myself here, but I'm not troubled at all. I'm sure something will happen and my adventure will continue. It's simply a single chapter.
She nods slightly at that. Surely, if you've traveled all around, you've heard a thing or two about our gracious host.
Oh, Pavlorna. I do know that she has many enemies. And I do believe she has a sister or two. There has been a rumor that they are responsible for all of this, and he gestures over the boggy swamp all around you.
Have you heard of any strife between the siblings?
Oh, absolutely. They all hate each other.
Any recent deeds or incidences?
I do believe that something was stolen. I can't remember who took what, but they are neck and neck. I do know, however, that it is required that they all work together. They have, after all, are responsible for imprisoning dear Zybilna.
And how do you know that?
Rumors. Everyone says it. Have you, by chance, come across a traveling inn?
She nods.
Very interesting people there.
No better place to learn than an inn.
It's true.
And then she'll get a closer look at the hanging cage he's in.
Okay. You can see that it seems to be quite rusted over. The bars of the cage are not particularly fortified, and there is a pretty simple lock on it.
All right. She's gonna flick out a talon and then pick it.
Okay. Roll me a Thieves' Tools check. Okay. With a 13, you kind of struggle with it a little bit, and unfortunately it fails. As you're playing with it and trying to get it to work, Vanzel leans forward a bit and he's watching you. And he says, "Oh, quite dexterous. You must be good with your hands."
I've trained for years to be.
Is that so? What line of work might you be in?
It changes every now and then.
Oh. A jack of all
Sometimes
trades.
taking, sometimes giving.
Oh. My, you are becoming more and more curious. I do want to know your story.
It's most likely one to be lost in the sea.
It has been a very long time since I've last seen the sea.
No sight is more beautiful or as terrifying.
So as this conversation's going on, you didn't go through the doors. The door's closed.
Mm-hmm.
Kalik and Arifis, what are you doing? Lavelli is gone for a while.
Yeah, I got a boyfriend.
I think Kalik is probably going to go listen to each of the doors and see if that gives any indication of like what might be behind them.
Okay.
But isn't going to open anything.
Okay. Do you lean? So there's a couple of doors here. So that particular one, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 21. Excellent. The first thing you notice is that the door is very cold to the touch. Unusually cold to the touch.
Hmm.
You see that there's no lock on it, but the door is closed.
Any sounds from beyond it?
You hear a low buzzing, almost some kind of mechanical construct. But beyond that, no, nothing like rhythmic, no indication there's something alive inside.
Okay. Moving along.
Okay. As you move up to that door, you hear a conversation and you can hear Chester's voice.
I think via his connection to Arifis and Ricaria, he'll say, I think I've found where Chester is.
Yeah, I know. He's giving us up right now.
Chester, damn it.
I think at that point, as you think that, Arifis, is there anything that you do?
Arifis knows he's supposed to find something here. So he's wanting to search this place high and low for what he's supposed to find, but also for these password piece of paper things.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a little socially awkward, so he doesn't want to follow the chef who just left.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he will go check out this room.
Okay.
Split the party. Split the party.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, what could go wrong with a party splitting up in a witch's house?
God, let me just tell you, like...
Excuse me, she's a hag.
Let me just tell you, I have a not streamed version of this game with another party, and they didn't explore an inch of the house because they were very respectful.
Oh.
Didn't they also avoid the giant snakes?
Yeah, their game is very different to this one. Incredibly different. Okay, so, wait, what is this? Stop.
Whatever you're doing, don't do it.
Okay, so you enter into a room that has dozens of pickling jars on wooden racks. Most of the jars are filled with pig snouts, toads, small birds, onions, mushrooms, and other cooking ingredients. You see that there's a particular jar. As you enter in, there is a creature inside, and as it notices you, it begins to bop up and down, and it smiles. It looks like a very large mushroom, and it smiles at you, and it's bumping up and down inside of this jar.
Uh-oh, Arifis.
Oh my god, that thing is adorable.
And you've drawn the night card.
Arifis walks up and is absolutely letting that out of the jar.
Oh my god. Okay, the second you open it up, it bursts into song. And it says,
Oh no.
"This is the happy song, 'cause I've been released from the jar." And it's just like singing very loudly. Everyone hears this. And it says,
We
"You're
are the
my new best friend."
Again.
We're the worst at stealth.
What's that saying?
That was a good song. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Bun.
Bun. Nice to meet you. I'm Arfus.
Hold on. Do you speak
Hold on.
common?
The cops are coming.
Okay, yeah, it speaks common. Sorry, I wasn't listening. What was your question?
Oh, I didn't ask a question. I was just like introducing myself.
Oh, I want to know everything about you. What's your name?
I'm Arfus.
Arfus. Wow, that's such a great name. I could write a song about your name. Arfus is the best. Release
Actually-
me from the jar.
That I mean, that's a real good song. Could you,
Thank you.
if you're gonna write a song about my name, could you use the song Bratmat? It's like my hero name.
Oh, all right. I love that.
Terrible at keeping identity secret. Terrible at stealth.
Okay.
I forgot.
The most
Mine is
disorganized
the
party in
prettiest, Mike.
history.
Okay. Eriphus, this thing is like, "I'm not supposed to sing about Eriphus, so I'm gonna change the name to Bright Light." And it just kind of like bursts into continual song. You feel quite inspired. The atmosphere in this room is very energetic and very pleasant, and you can tell that this creature is genuinely happy. And there almost seems to be a sort of magic in the air now as it's singing. The pitch is perfect. Stella can't sing, but this little bun absolutely can. You have drawn the moon card. What is Eriphus wishing for right now?
Drawn the mushroom card.
To find what he's supposed to find in this house.
Okay. Okay, we'll come back to that. So you're kind of just holding this jar here. We'll scan back over to Lavelli. You're having a conversation with this very sultry, very naked satyr man. And all of a sudden you hear a song bursting out in the direction that you had come from. And you hear Eriphus's name just being belted out melodically. Oh. Well.
It looks like our time has shortened.
Oh, I do appreciate you trying to get me out of here, but it's no trouble, really.
She cracks her neck a bit, and then she's gonna try to pick the lock one more time.
Okay.
I'm using that 20.
Okay, cool. Describe to me what happens here.
And by pick the lock, I mean she's just gonna smash it.
Mm-hmm. You smash it, and you see one of his eyebrows cock up, and he's like, "Oh, I see you're the type that gets what she wants."
Loves to smash.
I want to smash. Just kidding. He doesn't say that.
There's always more than one solution.
Resourceful and cunning, I see. Well, thank you so much. Do you mind giving me a hand? As he begins to slowly get up, and he reaches out towards you.
She holds out her talent hand.
Okay, let me roll a dex save.
And they hold hands.
He falls into your arms. He rolled a 6. He trips and he just falls into your arms.
She catches him.
Okay, as you catch him, he is 3 inches away from you. You can feel the heat coming off of his face. If you touch any part of his like hips, which are covered in the goat fur, or his beard, or his long hair. All of it is very, very soft. He has this scent of... It's a very earthy scent, and it's slightly spicy, a little bit
Did
of
we plant
cinnamon.
a bean in him?
I mean, you could try.
She catches him with like one arm behind his back and the other on his hip,
Yeah, and like
right below the butt.
his hand. Oh, he's got a donk, right? His hand is like
Does he
on
have
your
a
shoulder.
dumpster?
He has a dumpster. It's huge.
Ooh.
One hand is like on your shoulder, and the other is like on the railing or something, just ineffectual. And he's looking you deep into your eyes. And he says, "Oh, wow, your eyes." Wait, you have the bird thing where you have to like
She looks at
Your eyes.
your
your eye.
your eyes.
Your beak is so shiny. No, he says, your eyes are so beautiful. They shine like stones.
And Lavelli is just going to spin him to the side and say,
Oh.
just business.
As he composes himself, you can see that for a moment he's breathless, but he lands on his feet. He says, thank you. That's never happened before. I'm quite dexterous on my feet. Well, I suppose, and he kind of does a flourish and a bow. I suppose I'm in your debt.
Don't worry. I've been told I'm very good at catching people.
I can attest to that. Well, if you don't mind me, he opens the door, he steps in. I'm gonna look for something decent to wrap myself in.
And then Lavelli is going to start making her way towards the screaming alarm.
I love Aravis. Aravis is the best.
But I gotta do the bright light.
Oh shit, I forgot. I gotta call him Bright Light.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Kalik on the other side of the
Meanwhile-
wall is just like, no.
Yeah, what is Kalik's response
I
here?
think Kayla is trapped between something singing the wrong names and hearing Chester through this door, and he's just like, "We're gonna die. We're gonna die. I'm never gonna see my family again. We're gonna die."
Everyone around me is an idiot.
Either.
Kalik, do you have any magic items on you?
I have one magic item. It is
You have
my wand of
non-magic items.
prestidigitation.
Okay. All of a sudden, you hear in the pantry, the button just goes like, I love you! Just like screaming, like a profession
I
of love.
imagine he just snaps the wand in half.
Great, you drew the talent card. You lose the magic item. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I drew the boyfriend card, the naked boyfriend card.
you did not. Not even
Wow.
close.
No. Anyone want to trade cards? Zombie, you still got a card you don't know about? You want mine where Stella grimaced as soon as she looked at it?
So back in the room here with Pavlorna, she says, perhaps we can come to a deal. I do have a number of tasks that I need to be done. And then in exchange, I can offer you what it is you seek.
Can I ask what these entail?
Oh. Yes. Hold on. Stella got very ensorcelled with sexy satyr man. Her mind is blanking.
Hard
That's
not
fine.
to.
Hey, he got very ensorcelled by sexy bird lady.
I was not expecting y'all to go that way, but here we are.
Look, we're just making up for the other group that never got to look at the naked satyr.
Yeah. That's the first time I read about that room. Sheesh. Okay.
You're telling me they missed out on a singing mushroom and a naked satyr?
Yep.
Okay. she says, once you complete my chores, then I know that you mean business and that I can, in fact, conclude a bargain in perpetuity. So, I would like you to fix my preservation pool. You have found my book, so we can count that off the list. And the third thing that I would like is for you to pick up a package for me.
Do I know what kind of package it is? Like, am I looking for something specific?
Oh, yes.
What is it?
I fancy myself as an expert in taxidermy, and there is a hunter in Downfall that has a crate of animal carcasses for me to stuff. You see her point one webbed finger at the deer hanging off the ceiling. Do you want to keep that?
Rick's ears flatten and starts growling.
I could come up with a few fancy things to make out of that.
No, that deer is ours. Very much so.
All right, I suppose I just wanted to ask.
Right. The animals are a bit unsettling, but
What do you mean? What's unsettling?
I've just never found interest in stuffed animals, I guess, in that form. But
Perhaps it's an acquired taste.
perhaps where would we find this box of animals?
It'll be in Downfall. You can seek out the Bullywug Hunter.
Okay. If I do these two things, you counted the book.
Yes.
You will give my friends what they're seeking. Help them find what they're seeking.
Yes, I will help you once you do these things for me.
Okay. Then sure.
Then we have a deal. And you see her reach her hand out towards you.
Chester is very hesitant, but does shake your hand.
Okay. As you shake your hand, the world trembles.
Oh.
Just kidding. Nothing happens.
Ready?
Fair.
Chester just loves making deals with unknown forces.
Yeah. You shake hands with her. She says, all right, very good. Now, off you go. Oh.
Kaylee's gonna die inside.
I know, right?
Can I hear this happening through the wall?
Oh, you
Through the
can.
door?
Ricari's at least telling, just being like, "Let's make it a deal."
Well, you're right
Shook
by
hands."
you're right by the door where you were hearing me talk. So
You can hear it. You can hear it, yeah.
I do think that tears start running down his face at this point.
All right, I love it. Okay, Erithus, you have a singing mushroom in your hands. And it says, I love you so much.
You're great. You're really cool. Can you keep it down a little bit? We're trying to sneak around.
Oh, okay. All of my singing has made me very tired, so I think I'll take a nap.
Okay, that sounds like a good option.
It kind of like leans into you and it snuggles up against you.
Oh, okay. All right. And I'm just kind of like holding it awkwardly, and I'll start walking out of the room.
Okay.
Is Erifis see a naked satyr walking by?
Yeah, so like all these things kind of happen at the same time. As Erifis comes in out of the pantry, you see Vanzel, the satyr, very naked, kind of look at you, do like a little salute. And they pull essentially like a dirty cloth off of the table here, and they begin to like wrap themselves and make a little loincloth.
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. Yeah. Scarlet, what's going on here?
This is over. What was singing back there?
This little guy. He's all tuckered out.
So everyone knows we're here now.
It wasn't that loud, was it?
I heard it from outside.
It was very loud.
Kalik,
I think everybody heard it.
Kalik, stop crying and come over here.
Baby.
Kayla, why are you crying?
What now?
What is happening?
We should probably decide what we're gonna do in regards to Pavlorna. Considering
Chester made a deal with Pavlorna. They just shook hands.
Chester made an agreement. They're gonna do errands for Pavlorna now.
why would he do that?
I don't know.
Oh, Panache, why are you so sad?
Probably the part where it was singing your name to the entire building.
We're all gonna die.
Lavelli puts a hand on Kalik's shoulder and then says, "You want to go punch a hag in the face?"
Kinda, yeah.
You see Vanzel reach over on the table, grab a bottle of wine, uncork it, and he says, "That would not be a very good idea, unless you're prepared." Glug, 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 glug. Ah. Would you like some?
I could
Lavelli
use a
grabs the
drink,
bottle,
yes.
takes a swig, and then hands it to Kalik.
It's very
Kayla takes that.
plummy.
Yeah, Kayla takes a healthy drink of the bottle.
It's good, right?
What do you mean prepared?
Well, hags are very dangerous. Many an adventurer has fallen before one, especially in their lair. You tend to want to drag hags away from their places of power if you want to slay one. So I've
We
heard.
punch her outside. She claps Kalik's shoulder.
He'll speak over to Ricaria. We need to leave.
Oh yeah, we definitely need to leave. We gotta do some errands now, and a promise is a promise. But then once that's done, hey, we'll get, Bright Bite and Scarlet's things back, and then we can, I don't know, punch this witch in the face.
Vanzel points at the mushroom in Eriphys's arms. And he says, "Are you going to eat that?"
No, it's not for eating.
Oh, all right. No, that's fair.
It's very adorable.
It is very cute.
Yeah. So why did you want to eat it then?
Oh, a little peckish, I guess.
I mean, here, and Arthas kind of reaches into his pack and pulls out like some dried meats.
Oh, wow. Thank you. This looks awesome. And he takes it.
Yeah, don't mention it. If this whole thing is kind of shot, maybe we should just look through the rest of this house real quick before Pavlorna comes scurrying out.
She looks over at Kalik. What are these tasks we're supposed to be doing all of a sudden?
It's supposed to go and get some animals from a downfall. There's a bullywug there, and I was supposed to do the book, but we did the book already. I think that was everything.
And
Hey, Barney,
Ricaria's
Papa
okay
Jane.
with this?
I mean, as you say that, we pan back over, and Pavlorna is like, "All right, you have your tasks. You may leave now."
He'll look up, but also speaking to Ricaria, but not trying to seem like he's speaking to Ricaria. We should get that deer off the ceiling.
You see Speeve just kind of like just disappear into a puff of leaves all of a sudden, just because I forgot it was concentration. So
And
it's just
and Chester
The
in
leaves just
act-
rain down on you.
as Chester will move his staff like, yes, that's how I forgot. That's how I remove magic. Now there's leaves.
Ark.
Interesting.
Yes, I like to go a little bit wild with my magic.
And do you plan to keep that? And she points at Ricaria.
Oh yes, this is my favorite wolf. Goes with me everywhere. This is definitely mine and not yours. No.
Okay.
All right. Candy, let's go ahead and go. Let's move on. Before anything else happens.
Bark.
And then conveniently, Chester will go out this door.
I think
No, the exit is that way. What are you doing? That's my kitchen.
Oh, I'm sorry. And then he'll go out this way.
it's like
Uh-huh.
he's like walking. Wintershins is clockwise or counterclockwise?
Counterclockwise.
Counterclockwise.
So in like a false, like just like a prance around Chester as we leave, that's what Ricaria is just gonna do, is just start rotating counterclockwise around Chester.
Okay, so as you do that, oops, hold on. Why is it default to whisper rolls? I hate that. Never whisper rolls. Okay. All of a sudden, you see Pavlorna just achoo! Achoo! She just starts sneezing uncontrollably, and she just buckles over.
I'm not happy with the second half.
Yeah, I was just about to say, the heck?
Okay, let me read this to chat for context. Wintershins allergy. If a creature within 10 feet of Pavlorna uses at least 10 feet of movement to run in place counterclockwise, Pavlorna is overcome by a fit of sneezing and can't cast spells until the end of her next turn. In addition, any creature Pavlorna has swallowed is immediately expelled and falls prone in an unoccupied space within 5 feet of her.
Someone was running Wittershins.
Yeah, that's the sound of it. So you see that Pavlorna just starts sneezing like crazy.
And if dogs could smirk, Ricaria would, and just goes, bark, before leaving the room.
Okay.
I
So
like to imagine Ricaria's not actually barking. She's just saying the words bark.
Bark.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, do you close the door behind you?
Chester.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What do you want to do now?
Chester will go. Do you know where the others are? To Ricaria.
Her ears kind of flop to the side as their head turns, cocks, and speaking to Kalix says,
Where are you?
I'm in the kitchen.
Oh, we had to go the opposite way of the kitchen. I think the door to the south of that room is to the kitchen. I don't know. We'll meet you downstairs.
Okay.
Actually.
and
Since I
Ricaria
can't-
like
Good.
bumps your leg, Chester, and like points towards the western hallway.
I thought you were a wolf, not a pointer.
Now I'm a pointer. I'm a pointer wolf.
Okay, so Chester, you had very quickly gone through this room here as you were escorted by the Lornlings earlier. The thing that you notice most about this room is that there are a lot of different portraits hanging off the walls here. They are all pretty dour in expression, and they're all gilded in these very gaudy frames. You notice this strange mirror, and the mirror is just in the middle of the wall here. And then there's two doors.
Strange mirror.
Mark.
I want to get back to everybody. I don't really want to care. We done the thing we need to do, and I just want to get back to them. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we sold out our friends. We made a
narrows-
deal with a hag.
Just narrows her eyes towards Chester. and just like deeply lets out a gruff before walking ahead of him and down the stairs.
Okay.
What did I do?
Oh, so you're just leaving him?
Just walking ahead. Yeah, just
I follow.
leave.
I follow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just follow down the stairs.
Okay. Wee, boing. Okay. Meanwhile,
We should probably leave.
Yes.
Listen,
Victoria
there's
says
something
that-
there's
Sorry, go
something we
ahead.
need here, and I want to find it.
What is it that we need?
I don't know.
Well, that's going to make searching quite difficult.
all of a sudden, Arifis, you have a flash and you are able to manifest a vision of this particular room here. The one that Pavlorna was in. And for some reason, as you are overcome with this vision, you see yourself going up the stairs into a very brightly lit room. And as you come up into the room and the light washes over you, you return to yourself here in the kitchen. That is the effect of your moon card. Okay.
It's upstairs. Whatever it is that at least I need
Well,
is up the stairs in that room. Narfus points over here.
Would be easier to get without her here.
if we could draw off Pavlorna, that would certainly ease that process.
We're currently stuck in an agreement. We could fulfill it and then, maybe imply her sisters had something to do with what was missing outside.
I like that angle. Caleb will start, inching towards the door they came through.
Okay. As you're walking past this door that you haven't opened, it's very, very cold.
Narfus opens it.
Okay, it's not locked. So as you,
Urf is just blindly opening every door he walks next to.
I love it. Okay. As you open the door,
Good thing Rick did not come to this half of the.
Right?
this room is freezing. Chunks of frozen meat dangle from the ceiling on hooks and chains. Along the walls, more meat is stacked in piles on metal racks. A small, frost-covered wooden coffer sits in the middle of the floor. The cold seems to be radiating from it.
It's an ice box.
Are you coming, Bright Might?
I closed the door. Yeah.
You close.
And what of you, Vansel?
Well, if it pleases the party, I would hope to escape as well.
Well, let us make haste then.
Very good. And one by one, you all clomp down the stairs.
We stole a mushroom and a satyr.
And you have baby mushroom in your arms. Okay. So the group of you essentially meet up back on the first floor here.
Why is Ricario a wolf?
I don't know.
I can understand Ricario right now, by the way.
Oh.
Woof.
Why are you
Oh,
saying
yeah,
wolf?
Ricaria says, "Who's the hot satyr?" To you, and it's just just happened to baba.
She gestures over. This is Vansel. He was naked in a cage.
Howdy, how's it going?
The dog. Ricaria pads up, and just holds up a paw.
Oh. And you see him do an extravagant flourish, bowing deeply. He takes the paw and he kisses it. and then gently puts it down. A pleasure to meet you. My name is Vanzel.
I think in that moment, Ricaria shifts back into her normal tiefling form and she's like, my name's Ricaria. Chester, what the hell? What did you do? Why did you make a deal with a hag?
First
Okay,
of
we
all,
need to leave.
First of all, it's Dimple. Second of all,
Sorry.
what?
Like at this point, the names have been screamed
But it's
throughout the
fine.
house.
No. One name has been screamed out the house. I never said anything to Pavlorna about people's real names.
It was Dimple. Heck.
Yes.
Anyway.
Anyway, doesn't matter. What do you mean? What did I do? We were here to give her back the book and get the things that both Bright Might and
We were here to
your
kick
character's
her
name.
ass.
Scarlet. Okay. We were supposed to get Bright Might and Scarlet's whatever they're missing from
I was
Pavlorna.
here.
Yes.
I was here to beat her up and save the swamp.
Yeah.
I thought we were supposed to get her stuff.
Yeah, supposed to get this out. We're supposed to beat her up and then get the stuff. Let's. Okay, we need to
It does.
vamoose.
It does sound like she's not exactly a positive influence on the world of Hither.
No, we gotta end her.
Also, just as a general rule, making a deal with a hag within their own realm, if we don't carry out our end of the deal, that's just very not good.
On the
Well,
bright
then-
side, it's only not good for Chester.
On the bright side, we've also done two other things. All we have to do is get a corpse of a poor little animal and bring it back. And then, once we give it back to her, then we can, I don't know, end her.
Well,
The entire conversation, Vanzel's just leaning up against the rail here and just sipping the wine.
Well, wouldn't it? Okay, fine. Then we're supposed to do this, right? Would it then not be easier to think that she can trust us to defeat her? Won't that help in any way? Where she feels like she can trust us?
I don't know,
And then-
maybe we can catch her off guard. Okay, come on.
As Ricaria is moving, and says,
We-
This
What was down this trap door?
us. We came up
that's
from
how
here.
we came in.
I would rather go this way than the frogs. Speaking of, Lavelli says goodbye to the frogs in frog tongue.
And they all go, alert, alert, alert. And they just the hundreds and hundreds of frogs on this balcony just
We
explode in panic.
If you were wondering, Ricaria, they've been saying alert.
I already know. I can understand them through gestures and movements.
we should we should
should
continue
go.
this discussion in a safer location, please.
Yeah. What is with
Okay.
that singing? What was singing?
I think as the group of you are clomping your way down to the platform to leave Pavlorna's hut here, you see the mushroom nestled against Arethis's chest, just shoo, shoo, shoo. And you see Vanzel follow you down. And as you make it to the platform there, Vanzel does another deep bow and says, well, it seems that we've managed to escape unharmed from Pavlorna's dwelling. And if it's all right with you, I think that this might be an appropriate time for us to part ways, at least for now.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. You're very distracting and very naked.
He just winks at you.
I would be aroused by that, but I'm angry.
He was more naked before.
Well,
Oh,
perhaps
heck.
this will help. And he reaches down in his bow, picks up a stick. With a twist of his wrist, it turns into a flower. And he holds it out to you, Ricaria.
a little bit of a blushed huff. She takes it. It's like,
Thank you. It's
My
a nice
pleasure.
flower.
It is almost as lovely as you.
Yeah, you're right. Almost.
puts it in her and attaches it to one of the horns.
Oh, if you don't mind. He gently reaches forward and he fixes it just a tiny bit there. Perfection. Wonderful.
Oh. Well, thank you. You're
And it-
coming out a little bit strong there.
My apologies. He leans back and bows deeply. I bid you adieu.
Goodbye.
And as he turns, he does this slow, like, looking over at Lavelli. Gives a deep nod.
Lavelli turns her head to the side to look at him.
The bird eyes. And then, like, when you see him walk away, you just see that big donk. Like, he's definitely swaying his hips a bit. And it's got, his little tail is, like, going wild. He's got a little stumpy goat tail, and it's really happy.
Ella, can you do me a favor?
What?
When you describe him in the future, can you use a word other than donk? Because you take a long time to pronounce the K.
Okay.
He's got a dump.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
A
Well,
big dumper.
he has a big ass, and it's beautiful.
Thank you.
All right.
I appreciate that.
Okay. He's gone now. What do you
Never
do?
return.
Wow,
didn't
I'd
we
love to
take a
watch him
boat
walk
here?
away.
Yeah, so you're on the platform just below Pavlorna's house, and your boat is conveniently there. You see our dear knight, whose
Which one?
name
We have a lot of
escapes
them.
me.
We have a
There's
lot
like
of
two. There's like two.
We've got two, I think.
No, the actual literal knight,
The frog that I gave a sword to?
the wart. Yeah,
Oh,
frog of warts. Oh, God,
aren't they still in the prison? They're still in the prison.
I thought you let
No,
her out.
I opened
We-
the lock and
you
then
op-
gave them a knife.
You opened the lock, gave him a knife, and said, "Hey, if we're in trouble, we'll call and be like."
And also,
Okay.
we then immediately set off like 100
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. All right. Cool. Don't worry about it.
Where
do you wanna go next?
Lord or something? Willywog?
We gotta
No,
get
Willy
the bully-
Wog's the dead one.
We gotta get the
Look, I
bullywugs.
don't know.
The carcass.
Downfall.
The animal carcass.
We saved some vultures in the kitchen.
Oh, that's nice.
Good. Okay, so here is the map. You have explored quite a bit. You are here in the very center. And you have a boat. Which way do you want to go?
I think we haven't gone to this tree. I think that's our next little area to explore.
Do we
yeah?
know where in Downfall this hunter is supposed to be?
Above game, you have not gotten that information. And so far of Downfall that you've walked, you haven't seen any indication of a hunter. Because just to recap, because it's been a long time, we basically had like a repair station over here to the west for a hot balloon. You had a burned down hot balloon factory. You had the soggy court. You have the sunken
Speaking
palace.
of which, Chester was told to give his regards to the king for returning the boat.
Well, that would be somewhere to both cover that bit of manners, as well as perhaps ask for where we might find the hunter.
I have a question, real quick, Stella.
Okay.
The very top part of the map, is that just a different perspective of the lower half of the map?
Yeah, it's literally like a in the distance view. So you're currently like literally right here at the bottom of her
that's
hut.
what I was thinking.
Yeah. But the fog here is quite hard to see, so you can't really make out the tree very well. That is pretty, and I wanted you to see the map.
Yeah, and there's also smoke coming from that hill to the left of the tree.
I wonder what it could be. There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, we need to go explore south at some point. Okay. Well, we've done 2 of the goals. We gave the book, and we unclogged the pool already because it filled back up. So now we just gotta find the carcass.
Yeah, we just gotta find the pick up the to pick that up and deliver it.
When I
Well,
say north to the soggy court, give our regards and find out where we might find the hunter.
hopefully the king
Sounds good.
knows where his subjects are.
All right. So as the group of you begin to clamber into the boat and make your way towards the soggy court, I think that'll be a great way to end our session for today.
Do you want me to resolve my card of what I lost?
Yeah, so as we have this sort of melancholic, quiet row out towards the soggy court, the camera turns to you, Chester,
Mm-hmm.
and as it pulls in on you, what do you lose? You have drawn the Fool card.
I think Chester will lose what the Mr. Witch, Mr. Light had told him before he'd went through the thing that he had been brought here to get and discover. We'll just say that throughout all of this, with the hag freaking him out, he's not really sure what he's doing, being very nervous, with all of the different things that have been kind of going on lately. I think that there's just this like everyone's talking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna help you get this. I'm gonna help you get this. And as he's trying to help everyone, he kind of just forgets what his purpose was, what he was supposed to get himself, and he's more focused on trying to help everybody else with what they're trying to get.
Okay, sounds good. And as the camera fades to black here, Chester, you had drawn the Comet card, and you did resolve the entire negotiation with Pavlorna by yourself, so
Nice.
you level up.
Nice.
Congratulations.
I'll take it.
And V,
What enemy did I make? Or do my clothes explode?
why is it always going to be a bad thing?
I saw your expression when you drew
It is a bad thing. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay. We see a scene as the camera fades to black. Words crawl onto the screen and it says, "A few days later." And we see Vanzel wearing a leather vest strapped with a number of knives tucked into it. You can see that there is a sword on his hip and he is crawling through what looks like a forest. We see that it is thick with vines and completely carpeted in a great variety of plants. As he's making his way through the brush here, he stops. He turns around and he meets face to face with a looming figure. And the figure says, "I think you will be of great use to me." And darkness swallows Vanzel whole. You have drawn the Flames card.
I'm not naked boyfriend.
No, he's wearing a leather vest and he's got some knives, but then he gets kidnapped.
But his title is Naked Boyfriend.
Yeah, Naked Boyfriend is in trouble here. Supernatural forces.
I love how Lavelli had no social connections, so you introduced him this session and then took him away.
And for Ricaria, you do have one card, but we're going to carry it over into next session. And that's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you so much for all the raids, all of the support. Thank you for loading up all of the cards and the nat 20s today. They will be very, very helpful in the session to come. But for now, please let me know who you are, where we can find you, what kind of projects you're working on, and we'll wrap up for the night. Let's start off with V. Also, please tell us what your favorite part of today's episode was.
Hello, I'm Vertigo Cross. I like to stream different games every time on Twitch. Every now and then you'll catch me playing Dead by Daylight with all my friends like Stella. On Mondays you can catch me, her, and a couple friends playing Divinity or some other games. On Wednesdays I'm here with a bunch of cuties. And I think my favorite thing about this session was either a tie between having a naked boyfriend or just how badly we are at stealth.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Next, we have Zombie.
Hello, I'm Jacob. I'm Zombie IMZ. I'm one of those three names that call me. I am the lore keeper and Captain GC of the Good Ship Clip. I probably do too many clips, but that's up to your own discretion. My favorite moment, I think, has to be the singing mushroom. That little finding that little buddy is just, it was great. I loved it so much. Yeah. So then you can find me on Twitter at ZombieFighter89. You can find me Monday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern with Mr. B Street Homes Matthew over there as we do nerdy news and such. And last week we took off because it was 5 Mondays and a holiday. So this week will probably be jam-packed full of news. So tune in. There'll be plenty to talk about, I'm pretty sure. And then as well, you can find me here every Wednesday. So next Wednesday, along with Emma, will be part of our Ghost of Saltmarsh campaign. That'll be really, really fun to watch. And then if any of y'all are interested, if you go ahead and follow me on Twitter, there's a pinned tweet there. I do video editing, audio editing, Twitch clips. If there's anything like that you need me to hire for, I'm currently looking for work. So tell people I'm hireables.
Thank you. Next, we have B Street.
Hey guys, I'm B Street Holmes or Matthew. You can catch me here, and as Jacob said, you can catch me Monday nights on YouTube with Knights of Nerdvana. And as he pointed out, this coming Monday, we're going to have tons of stuff to talk about because we did take a week off. So definitely come and check us out for that. If you are in Stella's Discord, Jacob is always very, very good to post a link when we're getting started on YouTube. So it's a great way to make sure that you don't miss it and you don't miss any of Stella's great activities either. I think my favorite part was that last session, Kayla had a little breakdown and cried too. And this section reinforced all of the other fears that he has about what's going on right now, and all at the same time. And it was kind of a perfect emotional breakdown for him. So
Thank you. Oh, poor baby. It's gonna be okay. Next, we have Emma.
Hi, I'm Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Emma Panada. On Twitch, I've got a couple of D&D games going. On Twitter, I shitpost and troll my friends. I'm also writing a TTRPG called All the Witches. You can find information about that at allthewitches_ on Twitter. My favorite part for tonight, I really liked the Mushroom Boy singing. That was really fun. I also really liked all the frogs constantly doing the alarm. That was great. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Awesome. Thank you. Next, we have Maddie.
Hello, everyone. I'm Matihi. You can find me on Twitter at Maddie Matihi and on my channel at Matihi. Have a few exciting things that are coming up right now on my channel. We're hoping the 25th. We're looking for people if you want to play in a charity stream that's going to go on for a while, which is going to be a Magical Girl charity stream. I have posted on Twitter about it, and it's pinned there. It is going to be run by Silver Brulette, who's of course in the community. It's going to be excellent. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm also going to be over on Todd Moonbounce's channel every Thursday playing Deadlands Noir, which is like a 1940s-esque, very spooky, very creepy. I'm a photographer named Silco, very hot, of course. I'm also going to be over on Todd Moonbounce's channel on the 20th of June, and we're playing Thirsty Sword Lesbians, Nebula award-winning Thirsty Sword Lesbians, with, of course, the one and only April Kit Walsh, and a whole bunch of other amazing creators and streamers. And it's going to be a really fun time. And they're running them all June. So every single Tuesday, go check them out on Todd Moonbounce's channel. Candace has organized this. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm also going to be in August running a pirate campaign called What We Do in the Shallows. I'll be posting cast stuff very soon. It's going to be a really good time. And I'm also going to be over on D'Angelo's channel on the 17th of June playing Homies Helping Homies. And it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, so my favorite moment of the night, I gotta say, it was definitely Kayla crying. That was so funny and so tragic, and I loved it a lot. Also, the singing mushroom, 10 out of 10.
Oh my god.
I appreciate how every time you bring up What We Do in the Shallows, Stella just gets a big smile.
Yes, because it's so fucking clever.
Also, season 2.
Yes. Our Flag Means Death just announced that they're going to do a season 2 which is hella dope. And also, just the name of it is so fucking good. Because if you follow, like, what we do in the shadows, and then our flag means death,
Pirate.
it's literally just beautiful. It's symphony of gay. I love it.
Symphony of gay.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome on in. I'm Stella Luna. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for your time. I hope that you have enjoyed the show. A way that you can help boost this content and help encourage and also get notifications for when we go live is to follow. So please subscribe on our YouTube. Please follow on our Twitch. We will be back with this show not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday afterwards. So on the 15th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time will be more Witchlight. For me, I do have a couple of special announcements coming up tomorrow. I will be over at Going Crit RPG for our All Asian Cast homebrew game of Reckoning in Dawn's Shadow. That is where I'm playing my little disaster child. I have gun and I cast gun, and it's great. I'm basically like a raccoon baby. On Friday is going to be Unbound at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time over on Friends Who Roll Dice, we'll be doing our finale of our 3-shot of Everyday Heroes. They just got into a Kickstarter. Very, very cool stuff. It's like a modern D&D take, like very 80s action filmed themed, like Die Hard vibes and like Kill Bill vibes. I'm also going to be part of a charity one-shot at 11:30 a.m. this Sunday over at TTRPG GIFs. That is going to be benefiting a number of different schools for children in wake of the disaster that has happened recently. And then Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time is going to be episode 2 of our monthly campaign of Rise of the Serpent, where we have our previous cast of Folks and Tales coming on in, and I am GMing for them. And that was really, really chaotic, and I wasn't prepared for that level of shenanigans. So I hope that you can join us. But thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I really appreciate all the love and support. Shout out to all of our Patreons. Because of you, all of the things that we do here are made possible. If you want to see what you can get for being a Patreon, other than being invited to games like this, you can check out that link there in the chat. We also have a game on Sundays, Strixhaven at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you have ever wanted to play in a game, our open roster community game is designed especially for that. So you get a chance to see what it's like on the other side of the screen in a very low commitment sort of deal. And we'll teach you how to play. All right. Thank you so much, everyone.
Stella, what was your favorite part?
Oh, my favorite part was being able to flirt with everyone with my super hot NPC.
So good.
Ha 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 ha.
Especially because you were unprepared for it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's naked. Cool. I like it. Perfect. Picasso. Nice. All right. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.